I need to section up.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello.
You're on. Cool.
Yay. All right, let me see if
Oh,
I
you
can.
know what? I need to. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoop. Whoop. 1 second. 1 second.
Let's see if I can set this up to a way that works well.
Well, and again, maybe. Huh. Guess that thing's not charging that way. That ain't gonna work. Oh.
Where's everybody else?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta find a speaker. There you go. Well, crap. No, I guess we are going to use. We're gonna have to go here. I'm gonna block here. No, I gotta switch. I was gonna use my speaker, but it's not working. My big setup hasn't been set up in a while. So we're gonna use the speakers on the TV. Big setup hasn't been set up in a while. There we go.
I see you and I see you.
Speakers. That's it. I'm waiting. TV setup hasn't been set up in a while. There we go. Oh.
I see you and I see you.
Speakers. That's it. I'm waiting. Okay. You there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, I had to mute the YouTube. I was getting the echo.
That's not good.
I was like, wait a minute here. I just said that. How am I hearing it again?
Figure out how to make this work right. All right. Do I sound all right? Can you hear
You're
me?
fine. Hey, you're good. I'm just going to kind of message a few people.
Hey, get your butts in here. The normal hardware store run.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, we gotta type it right. Caps locks. Do that too. Okay. Ralph is watching YouTube. Let's see here. I need my, trying to see. I was gonna. Oh, I should message. Actually, I got a package today.
What did you get?
I got my Munchkin.
Your Munchkin.
Munchkin Starfinder Kickstarter.
What is it?
More Munchkin. Munchkin Starfinder Kickstarter.
Ralph.
Howdy.
There's Ralph. More Munchkin. Kevin's on a live stream right now, so.
Is this an unsorted bin?
Kevin's on a live stream right now.
When you're looking at a bin and you're like, why are there pieces like this in there? And you realize, oh wait, that's the whole reason you picked up this bin. You're sorting it.
All right, sorry about that. I had to fix the echo problem.
Oh, yeah. I had that earlier. I was wondering, am I echoing again?
No, that was me.
Oh, I had that too. I was telling Tanya, I was like, I got an echo. I'm hearing ourselves. I just said that a minute ago. Woo! Munchkin Starfinder. Oh. I want it all.
You get nothing.
But this box says, well, it says I want it all. I don't know if it means I get it all, but it says I want it all.
It's pretty big distinction there.
So, Tanya, did you recover from Star Wars yet?
Oh yeah. Oh, well, look right back here. I think I recovered from Star Wars. What do you think of that? Whoops.
So Friday night was a blast.
Good.
I rarely ever drink, but I had a couple drinks that night. Saturday night or Saturday during the day was a lot of fun. I mean, that little robot of mine just gets kids and adults they love it. They love it. I've got to build a bigger one or something. I've got to do something along those lines for more activity. The display went over great.
Good.
I'm glad it was a 2-day event because I got home Saturday night about 7 o'clock and I walked into my living room that is covered in bin upon bin of Lego, and I walked right past all of it and flopped onto my bed and slept until 9 the next morning.
Awesome. So you had a really good time.
I had a good time. It was good stuff. So
Sorry, I'm building something weird, so you have to excuse me.
You know, people who look at and go, hey, I don't get this bricks and minifigs thing. Why do they have these tables with just random Lego on it? And do you ever find anything useful? How about a linear actuator?
That's pretty useful. It's going to be very structurally sound.
Okay. Did you see, Ralph? The
See what?
the gatehouse back here.
Oh, cool.
And then there's tables in front of it that I worked on last night. Some have stools, some have benches. The stools I think are a little bit better. But actually I need to make it for this section here. But if you'd like, let me actually turn on the light here. Compliments of the old Lego store. Some of the lights. Let's see if I can turn this camera.
Those my missing grab bags.
Oh yeah, yeah. So there's the shelf there with the some of the stuff. You can see part of the second level of stairs that needs to still
nice.
get set up. But then, if we can see it, there's, if you look carefully, you can see the guys already eating in the one wider tower there to that right there.
Well, I see the guys in there, but your camera's a little blurry, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a new camera, but I gotta wait for my next set of minifigs money to clear on eBay to do that. I probably need a little bit better one or something. I thought this was a pretty good one, but wow.
Which one did you buy?
It's a creative one. I think I have a couple floating around. I thought I had another one too, but I don't know where it is. So, let's see here. Actually,
Oh, that'll work. Maybe.
oh, that's not what I want.
No, that won't work either. Huh.
I think I can actually. Well, the other thing too is, I think I can kind of zoom in a little bit. It's still kind of blurry though.
Yeah, the resolution's not so hot, but I can see the guys in there. So
I don't know. I want to out the figure how to fix the resolution. Maybe it's only so high. So
I could see the smudges that are supposed to be people.
that's about what I see.
wow, this is a tough audience tonight. This is terrible. You guys are mean.
Nah, just call it like I see it, or don't see it in this case.
Maybe I just need to give you guys some ice cream. Will that make you feel a little bit better? How's that sound? Some Lego ice cream?
Good idea.
Some Lego ice cream in there, maybe right here. Hopefully, like the blue.
No, blue's usually raspberry.
Yeah, I even have a pig on the table. Look, he's not falling off. Let's see,
Yeah.
Suckling pig, huh?
He's got a headlight brick on there holding him on.
That works.
Just have to hide that in the back so no one can see that. I got to build some wall sections because I am behind in terms of keeping what I need.
So,
Okay.
Tanya,
Yes, sir.
how many AFOLs ended up at the Star Wars show?
We had 8 both days.
Next year we might be able to make it 10.
Probably. They were the people who were hosting.
Yeah.
Were very, very happy with us.
Oh, that'd be good.
Definitely will need to up the game just a smidge, but not much.
Nah.
It seemed to me that we had a pretty good participation for the folks that were there. I mean, there was some awesome stuff built from the pictures I looked at.
Yeah, it was. People liked it. People were very enjoyable.
Good. Oh, and you have that on Mills, don't you? Did I see that right?
You did see that correctly.
What?
It made it very easy to transport.
Oh, I bet.
Other big, huge, heavy pieces like this. Can you even hear me?
I heard you. I heard something about pieces like this.
Could you carry big pieces like this easily if they weren't on mills?
No.
Exactly.
Not unless it's on plywood.
That's true.
onto.
I think more people adopt mills as they realize how much easier it is to pack and transport stuff and set it up and whatnot.
I looked at it and I immediately said, "That's the smartest thing I've seen Lego somebody do with Lego."
What did I do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And I've seen a lot of really good Lego builds, but when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, hey, that's genius." It
is. And I'll tell you that I wasn't an early adopter. Jason Jeremy Blackburn was the first one I saw who actually used it on his airport.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw how easy it was for him to put his airport together at the train show, it's like, okay, I've got to try that.
Yeah.
So, Reed, what are you building tonight?
I'm going to build some wall sections tonight, I think. I'm going to build some lower sections to go with these uppers. I got to figure out where I'm at. I think I'm behind. I think when I did inventory last night, I think I have about 10 full modules to build. So.
Ouch. Yeah, it's a little bit of work.
I am sorting because I need to get to work on the radio control cars for the car show.
There's a car show coming up?
Yeah, you're going to be in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I will.
I'll tell you, I kind of think I'd rather be in Chicago, but this year is not the year. Definitely going to need to plan it and go next year, though.
Okay.
Someday I'll go, but I've got to find something to build that's going to be worthy of putting on at a display there.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
Yeah, as soon as I clean off my project table and get rid of another project or two first.
Yeah.
Get rid of the old gatehouse first. Got to get this old gatehouse out of the way. Got some more brick.
What'd you get?
Well, actually, I need to check my email and see if he posted anything. But one of my first customers the other day or last week was somebody who had a Bricklink store, but he's actually shutting it down. Couldn't make it work. So I got a bunch of 1x2 trans black plates, about 486.
Wow.
Some more 1x1 trans black bricks, 1x1. He's got about 1,800 of these. If anybody needs those.
Which things?
The 1x1 trans black brick from the Big Ben.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I don't know if you saw my post in the new Castle chat on Band. He built the Arendelle Castle. So, and so then I got some 1x1 round tiles and some 1x2 trans black tiles. Really kind of hoping Lugbook gets here at some point.
So far, no one is hyped up that they got theirs or even an invoice. So,
yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find this. I'll see how well it shows up on the camera. So let's see here. Let's see if this will show up on the camera. Maybe. That's Arendelle Castle. That's the one he built.
Okay.
Out of Lego. The difference is the 3D printer to print the top of the steeples, but everything else Lego. So
that's all right.
And it's minifig scale, so the kids can play in it. I thought it was pretty sweet. But then again, I'm a castle builder, so any castle is going to look pretty cool to me. So.
Well, I didn't buy much this week, so this is all that I managed to get this week.
Frog Warrior?
No,
Where did you get
dinosaurs?
Oh, the little raptors.
Where did you get those at?
I got them on eBay.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
They were $2.50 a piece.
Oh, not bad.
No, it was a decent price. I figure the prices will get better as we get closer to, as more of those new dino sets come out.
I mean, it's supposedly that's supposed to be in a new poly bag somewhere too. I thought
They are,
maybe.
but I haven't seen that poly bag anywhere yet.
I haven't either.
So I'd like to get a bunch more because I think I want the, I guess they're a reddish brown as well. But
Yeah.
they're over, when I last checked, they were over $5 a piece on eBay. So, and there aren't any quantities in Bricklink yet.
Well,
hopefully
probably. Yeah, probably because I mean, they're because how did you find those on there? How did you find those little guys on eBay?
I set a search in eBay for baby Lego dinosaur and put an alert on it. I just watched every email that came in until I saw, this guy had 10 of them, and I bought 5 of them off of him for that price. I should have bought the other ones, but I'm a little tapped out right now. So, what you can when the opportunity's there.
I can relate.
Yeah, somebody's got a baby one on there for $8.99 though.
Yeah, it's just too much. They're not worth that.
No.
There's one for $2.99 plus $3 shipping though.
Yeah.
How much was shipping? Did he put it together, or was it something where you?
No, I paid probably around $3 for shipping for all 5 of them.
Where'd it come from?
I'd have to look it up.
I see somebody in Pennsylvania's got 6, and they were $2.99 each. Sound about pretty close to right?
And that's pretty close to what I paid for them because I got them for $2.50.
Yeah, I need to find more of the Lego baby dragons actually.
Baby dragons? Which ones?
Just the little guys. Some of the little ones that I have. I'll have to look around.
I might have some.
I bought a bunch of the Emily Jones sets. I probably just need to get more, or more of the little dragons, or open to find the sets or whatnot. So,
These guys?
Oh, hold on. Which one?
Little orange dude.
Guy.
Kind of that, or the purple one. Purple's kind of more my color, but
I've got a bunch of the orange ones.
there you go.
Probably work out a trade. How many are you looking for?
I don't know. I'll have to let you know.
Well, let me see how many I have. Since I am mostly sorting tonight, I will sort these out of this bag and figure out how many there is.
Wow, there aren't very many on Bricklink, and the ones that are like $6 a pop.
It's a little bit of money. Sorry, I'm gonna make some noise.
Lego is not a quiet hobby.
Yeah, well, I'm not a quiet guy, so it works.
Find all the molds. Had to make a mold, Ralph, just for the drawbridge, which will get used once.
Once?
Once.
You're gonna have to work on it.
See, it's done right there.
So, Reed.
Yes.
When do you want to do the next castle assault? I mean, do you have a show in mind to do that?
Probably hobby.
Probably hobby.
Probably hobby, because it'll probably be another chance where we'll have a bunch of stuff. I mean, I might be able to get that Arendelle castle too. We'll see. I don't know what group he's going to join. bolder, but you never know.
Yeah, anything's possible.
You need ballast brick?
Huh?
I'm teasing. Anyone need ballast brick?
How much do you got?
I have 4. 2 of them are in the robot, though.
Oh,
Which one? What bricks?
they're with a 2x8 or 2x6
2 by
weighted bricks.
6. And
Yeah.
they have some kind of heavy weight in them.
Yeah,
Oh,
they come black and red.
Yeah, I just came across a black one the other day. I don't know what where it was, what I was doing with it, but
They are
Found it.
useful. When my robot goes zipping forward, they prevent him from face planting.
Yep. I've got one in my Wally robot too, because it's so. When you try to put the brakes on, it does a face plant as well. The weight kind of stops that sometimes.
Yeah, I did that first. I ran him around and realized that he would face plant. When I'd come to a sudden stop, he would just go, "Buh."
Yeah.
And I was like, not good. So went online, grabbed a few of the ballast ones, and they
The
work.
best part is when I do a reverse on Wally, he not only tries to do a face plant, he kind of tries to do a rollover to one side. So, all right, Reed.
Yeah.
all right, what?
10 of those dragons.
Ooh, 10. Wow.
If you turn out to be interested, let me know.
Yeah, I probably got some Crocs you could use.
Yeah, I'll trade Crocs.
Came across some the other day. Actually, you know what? I was like, they need to make sure they end up in a different spot, or they're going to end up missing the boat for the next show, possibly. And I'm like, I better make sure I got those.
Well, they'd miss all the fun. You can't do that.
Yeah, see, here they are, I think. They're in there. Yeah, there's some green in there. Hopefully they're not oxygen deprived right now. So
They can stay underwater for a while. They'll be fun.
actually, what's funny is those are the guys from the mountain when the mountain crashed and burned.
Okay.
And that one is truly on the way of being destroyed. So to rebuild it, I've been taking it apart. So if I rebuild it, I have the old base up on top of my stuff. So that is if I rebuild it.
If.
Well, the light's not working, so I might get a new one or something. And I might be trying something different this year for World of Light, so we'll see. Might take I might make a video, so we'll see. Just waiting for Kevin to finish the other video and come on over, and then send out. We'll see who else.
Hey, I found another one of those dragons. Makes 11.
So I've now picked up 3 of the light cycle sets.
For which?
The light cycle sets? The
Okay.
Tron light cycle?
Yeah, I got 2.
I'm just not inclined to get any. So
Don't need that one.
Gonna build all 3 of the orange cycles build one of the blue cycles, and then use the rest of the blue pieces to make the quad runner from the movie.
Okay.
That is the agenda.
Yeah, I watched the original movie. Not overly interested in the most recent.
The recent one was a good update to it, I think. I was a pretty good fan of the original, though.
As was I. The new one doesn't do anything for me.
No?
Yeah, I watched the previews and it just never ended up on the list of things to watch.
Huh.
Oh man, I forgot to do something.
Like I said, I felt it was a great update to the story.
Yeah.
And just the visuals in it were just, if you like the visuals in the old one,
Yeah.
the visuals in the new one are just amazing.
Well, I pretty much watched the first one because of the visuals. That and, well, I was an arcade freak, so just sort of made sense.
That was good.
As for the Lego sets, I just don't have any interest in what I saw. So,
That's
What are
fair.
you building tonight, Ralph?
huh?
What are you building?
I'm not. I'm sorting out random pieces that I got. Mostly friends' pieces, body parts.
I
Probably
think
should
I
watch
have
how I say
enough of
that.
these pieces in random front boring drills, you know? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
have an
like
idea.
those parts.
What's that?
I like those parts.
They're
They
fun.
make good wheels for running vehicles through sand.
Yep.
Well, the body parts for the girls, I guess you could always use in a plane crash. I guess.
There's a lot of body parts.
Oh, I guess I could post that too. Oh.
Hey, Reed, did you cross-post that you're live over in the AFOL thing on Facebook?
No, I haven't. I did on Facebook, not AFOLs. Kind of
Okay.
waiting for my co-host to get in here too to kind of liven things up a bit. Just kind of taking care of some messaging here.
All right, let's have a little fun with that tonight. Where is...
Plus, I'm always looking for more people too.
Well, I should be around on Friday night, so if you
Yeah,
find
no,
a spot,
Um,
you find a spot.
yeah. I'm just looking for some kind of more Lego celebrities type stuff like Hendrix.
I'm a nobody. I get it.
No, just more people that might kind of, pull people into.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we're exciting people, but always looking for some of the guys that have some interesting things going on that are always nice to bring in. So we'll see.
All right. I'll be right back. I need to get another computer over here.
The rubber tracks and
Ooh. Those are fun too.
What's that?
I like those. Those are a lot of fun to play with.
They're useful.
They're very useful.
Somewhere in here. got one in red of all colors.
Red?
Red. I'm looking for it.
What was the red one in? Oh, was that in the home EV3 kit?
I am not sure.
I think those were red.
And then, of course, every time I'm at the at Bricks and Minifigs, I grab every single Technic piece that's of use off their tables.
I have not been back there since they opened, but not because I don't want to be. It's just I haven't been able to do it.
Really? Well, yeah, there's a bit of a distance from you.
Yeah. Hey, do we have a display there right now?
Yes, we do. We have a Star Wars display up.
I need pictures from it. Are you going there anytime soon?
I was probably going to head there tomorrow, so when I'm there, I'll get some photos.
That would be awesome because I actually have to file reports on everything Genluck does, supported or not.
Right.
And that would be an awesome one to put a report in so that I can let Kim over at the Lego Group know we are doing lots of neat stuff.
Definitely have to keep the support up. That's for sure. Ah, here it is. Red. Red rubber thread.
You know what set that came out of?
I have no clue. I don't have good internet. I'm using my phone right now. I had a moment and I turned off my internet and cable TV at home because, quite honestly, I just kind of got mad at it.
Yeah, well, I know the feeling. Living out here in the middle of nowhere, I have very few provider choices. So I have gone through almost all of the ones that are still even in business, and I've got a pretty good one. I mean, it rivals what other people have that do not, that live down in Colorado Springs and whatnot, but it does set me back a little bit of coin. So
yeah, I was exhausted at paying $230 a month for net.
Yeah, that would be quite exhausting.
Because it's like, okay, there's $230 a month, and it was for internet, and it was for cable TV that I watched all of 2 channels of, and telephone service that I never even hooked up a telephone to.
Yeah.
And they really do not want to sell you anything other than one of their bundles. Their bundles are overpriced for what you get. And I just got tired of it.
So I have
money on Lego.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
The important stuff is Lego. I have a bag of Friends stuff, Friends body parts. These are brown torsos and brown legs, not one brown head. I can probably make about 30 of these headless brown Friends characters.
Wow, good for a zombie apocalypse.
Yep. Yeah. Sure what to do with that. So I did file a report on our Star Wars display that we had that you were at, Tanya.
Yeah?
So I definitely want to do one for the one that's over at Bricks and Minifigs.
Excellent. I will get photos and upload them tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah, if you just put them up in band, I'll pull them down from band.
There might be a few. Well, no, I don't think we got some really good ones. I'll probably take my base down and add it to the display, just because it looks good. I like it, and I'm not quite ready to take it apart yet, but I don't have anywhere to put it. So might as well take it there and let it sit there for 2 months.
Free storage.
Exactly.
Wow. I bought something in Boulder today, and Christopher Briggs finally responded. Boulder has a 2-cent tax per ounce on sugary drinks.
Really?
I was like, oh my God. That's crazy.
Because if they charge you more, you won't buy it. Yeah, like that ever works. There are still people paying $10 a pack of cigs. Bring your own. There's a reason one of my friends calls it the People's Republic of Boulder.
There's a lot of people that refer to it as that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Boulder is its own little world.
They're the place that gets they get the Black Plague outbreaks from time to time because they refuse to exterminate the prairie dogs.
Yeah, well, you know, they made a conscious decision in that regard, so they can live with it or die with it, either one.
Well, one of our other people thought it was Thursday, so David thought it was Thursday, so
Oops.
that's okay.
Thought it was Thursday. How do you forget that it's?
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind forgetting it was Friday, though. I had an important appointment today, and to do my infusion, and next thing I know, she had to hit me twice because she missed the one in my hand, and so she went to one in my arm.
Nice.
And an amateur today. Usually I walk in, they stab me, they pump me full of drugs, and then I go home, and it's no big deal. Today, they had a new phlebotomist in from another area.
Yeah.
And she was not confident in what she was doing.
Well, that certainly doesn't help any.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'll have a big bruise on my hand tomorrow.
Yeah, this friend's torso has a tattoo on its shoulder.
A tattoo on its shoulder? Aren't they a little young for tattoos?
Yeah, a tattoo on the shoulder.
I shouldn't be such a judgmental person.
I judge no one. If I did, I wouldn't be able to create Lego.
What's that?
I judge no one. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do things like this out of Lego.
Where did you come across all the Friends stuff?
Large, giant bag of stuff.
You do a bulk buy?
Huh? Yeah,
You do a bulk buy?
one of those. It wasn't a bad price. And this was the bonus out of it.
Gotcha.
And I use that term very loosely. But they've got some pretty cool hair pieces. They've got elf hair pieces. So those are kind of cool. I don't know what I'll do with them. I don't have any castle sets. But most likely these will all be given away at one of my projects over at my wife's school.
Probably a good idea.
I give away excess minifigs as prizes to the various projects that I do with the kids.
You know, that's smart.
You know, it's kind of a cool thing. The kids like it.
There's that weird term that no one ever likes. Excess Lego. Is there such a thing?
Well, I don't have much use for the friend stuff, so me, it's not much of a loss. But for
Yeah.
the kids, you know, they enjoy the heck out of it, so why not?
Yeah, I've got some friends minifigs I could probably throw at you. The mini dolls, excuse me, mini dolls.
Okay,
Minifigs.
we'll call them mini dolls, but I just call them weird.
Oh, what?
Weird, like you.
Oh, thanks. I dropped the brick. Thanks because of you.
They say they did a lot of research and that the minifigs just didn't connect with the little girls, and I don't quite believe that.
Well,
But
Well,
you
I don't know.
you look at the Olivia Mini doll, there's actually a real life person that everybody thinks it's been modeled after. So,
huh?
Like Barbie?
no, her name is Olivia, and she is an AFOL, and she usually goes to Brick World. So, yeah,
Is it the new one?
She went to and talked in front of Lego at one point and told them about that they needed more stuff for girls and stuff. So everybody thinks that a lot of the fans think the Olivia was modeled after her. So when
The new
Kevin
Olivia?
asked him,
The new Olivia or the blonde Olivia?
I think Olivia's got brown hair. I don't think either one you're talking about is the right one. She's brown. I think she's got brown hair.
Olivia, the little the techie girl, right?
Yeah, the one that should be in the tech sets with the science equipment.
Yeah.
But she was a brunette.
Yeah. Her original mini doll was white blonde. Then they changed her to brown skinned with glasses and dark brown hair, and the racist part of the internet went nuts.
There's a shocker.
Shocker, yeah, I know. One of my favorite YouTubers actually kind of didn't like that they changed her to brown, and I'm like, ah. Granted, he was also the guy who said that he was disappointed that it was women of NASA instead of heroes of NASA, and didn't include men.
I think they did it just right.
I think they did it just right too.
Because it complemented the science set from the earlier science set with the women in it.
Yep.
I think Lego got that right on the money.
I agree. I told him if you want. I commented on his video on it. I said if you want the Men of NASA set, go buy the Apollo 5.
Yeah. Well, and there was a set proposed that was the Park Ranger set.
Right.
And that was over on Lego Ideas, and that never got off the ground.
Huh.
So having a men of, with a set with heroes with men in it, I honestly don't think it's going to, it's not going to attract a whole lot of attention.
I agree. Because it's the default. That's what you see today. So it's like, why, I mean, you look at any given set, the ratio is about 75%.
Pretty much.
Are you guys referring to these two sets?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
I did not get the science one. I missed out on the science one. Couldn't find it anywhere. What's that?
That was a hard one to get.
It was a hard one to get. And it was one I really wanted.
Yeah. I bought one for my wife, and then they were sold out, and then I got one out of the very last set of shipments going into the store. I walked in and there were like 2 on the store, and they'd never been in the stores after that.
Like I say, that one, that's why as soon as I heard about the Women of NASA set, it's like, when is it coming out? And I was there the same day.
Yeah. I bought me 2 of them on that day.
And when I got there about noon. They only had 3 left. in the store.
Yeah, and I think Lego did a better job this time. There's certainly a lot more of those available than Women of Science.
Yep.
Need someone to recreate another Women of Science, another one like almost just like it,
There are a lot of
they released the first one.
They would have a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of women in science that have gone unnoticed.
Yep. All right, ran out of hair, so now there goes my army of Friends female characters, mini dolls.
Are they trying to invade somewhere or what?
Well, we had a bunch of them in one of the train shows attacking your castle once.
Once they must have all been wiped out then, if that's the case.
Well, yeah, there was like 20. They weren't going to last very long, but they were fun to have. A lot of the girls saw them, so that's kind of cool.
That's always good.
Oh, I can build 2 more. Yay!
Technic pieces do I have? Seems like you have so many Technic pieces, and then you go to build something and you're missing just that one piece.
It's called Jeremy. He probably has
He might.
He snuck in when you weren't paying attention and took them.
He might have.
What did I do with those purple panels I had the other day?
Hey, one of them is armed.
I have to pick up that Hydra speed controller and get with Jeremy and see if we can make a... He wants to see if he can make a boat that rooster tails.
Need the big wheels that you can do that with. Somebody had one of the shows had some big honking ones, and they made some big fish tails. Oh, got lots of kids wet.
Standing by a pool and you didn't get wet, you probably didn't have fun. Oh.
Well, those of us that watched it practice knew what it was going to do. And we watched all the kids inch up closer to the edge of the pool. Meanwhile, the rest of us who saw what it could do were laughing, going, okay, this should be good. And sure enough, boat took off and the kids got drenched.
Nice.
That's half the fun.
Exactly.
As long as they get wet, that's fine. I don't care.
Oh, that's still out. I didn't put that away.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. So much fun. You guys are missing out on all this fun. Anybody want some clear plates so they can build some wall sections for me?
No.
I can always build more molds for you. Easy for you.
I work cheap, but the price may be more than you can afford.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to volunteer your time for this.
Volunteer my time for it.
Yeah.
You've been spending a little too much time in Boulder then, my friend.
Where's your gators at? Any gators close by?
I always have gators close by.
Somebody's kind of hungry.
Here's my latest collection of gators.
Nice.
He can't get through the screen. He can't figure out what's going on. He's trying to get those gators.
Just remember, I have an attack-trained golden retriever here that chases anything fuzzy.
Ooh, I'm bringing. You need to bring him to the next show with the camper, and I'll freaking bring the squirrel.
Trust me, that squirrel better run fast. This one chases deer down.
Oh, he's attached to my hand. He's probably pretty quick. I can hide him under my shirt pretty fast.
Just remember, putting Legos together one-handed is somewhat complicated.
Why would I be putting them together one-handed?
Because the squirrel's going to be in the belly of my dog.
I always pull my hand out quick.
You ain't that quick.
Oh, surprise. Remember, it's just a dog.
I've got scars to prove how fast my dog is.
I'm green. I'm green lift arms. I'm entertained. Thing Jeremy's like, why would I go to Bricks and Minifigs? And I started showing him pieces I'd pulled out of their bins, and he's like, I didn't know that piece existed. I go, neither did I until I pulled it out of their bin.
Probably part of the was it Binacle? The Binacle line?
Bionicle or whatever that is.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
got some fun. Ooh, might have to go hunt for some bricks. Hunt for some bricks. Some trans black 1x2s.
All right, pup, get it away.
Might have to get some more from Mark at some point. Okay, well,
What's that?
what did you say?
I had to get my dog to move. She's blocking my sorting bin.
She's not making that noise she was making last week.
Sorry, what was that? I was making noise.
The dog's not making the same noise it was making last week.
Nah, I tired her out today.
Uh,
Got a 2-mile walk, went to the groomers, got to hang out with some other pups for a little bit, I think. But right now she's staring at the Lego box trying to figure out if there's anything in there tasty and chewy to eat.
tires, probably. Tires are the only chewy thing. Find a tire, Sage. Find a tire.
No, the tires are safely put up where she can't get to them.
Oh, that's no fun.
Poor puppy. Deprived of tires. Ugh.
She's got her head cocked, just waiting for you to shut up so you're not as noisy, you know? Oh, let's see.
I know. Yay, I can throw some stuff in the trash.
Don't accidentally throw a brick in the trash.
No, just plastic bags.
Oh, look at that, guys. My co-host, Mr. Kevin Hinkle, is on.
Yeah, I know that creepy guy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, sorry about that. I was on a different stream for the last couple hours.
How was that one?
I was streaming it up. That one was really good. Yeah, we talked about mostly Lego ideas. That was kind of our main.
Oh, I missed that.
So we talked about the current review, like the sets that are in the current review, and kind of what our thoughts are on each one, and it went on for a good amount of time. but that's okay. It was fun. It was a fun one. It was a big group, so there was about 6 of us, I think. But now that I'm here with you, I have some fun things to build today.
What are you building?
I'm gonna build this Philly Brickfest event kit.
Oh, that looks cool.
What is it? Let's see it. Make some noise.
So it's supposed to be, their theme this year was superheroes. So this is that Action Comics #1 Superman thing, but with their mascot, the Brickbot guy. and then I have one more thing, which is even more crazy that I'm gonna build. I'm gonna build this.
I got a surprise for later.
What are you gonna build?
Or
what is that?
This thing.
Oh.
What is that? That does not look like Lego.
There's the logo. There it is.
What? What era is that from? Oh, wait. Oh, that was that short sci-fi thing, like in the 90s, wasn't it?
This is
Oh, I
2002.
What, 2002?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ralph, you remember this?
Oh, I do. The Alador.
Took me a moment.
No, I had to think about it because it's like, really? Is that in a box?
It's sealed in the. I bought it off of eBay for $9.
Really?
Open it.
So
all of you MIB people can have a small heart attack once he opens that.
and we're not talking about the Men in Black.
No.
But I'm gonna save
that for another 20 years, Kevin, to see if it appreciates in value from your $9.
No, I gotta build it. I gotta open it and build it.
Good, because I can never leave that stuff in a package myself.
No, gotta build it.
There you go, Kevin. I got my Munchkin Starfinder Kickstarter today.
Was that the thing that you had lost before?
No.
That's a different thing.
This is a brand. This is another new one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I just messaged Guy saying it came today. And he said, "Yep, it's packed." I said, "I haven't opened it yet."
Munchkin's fun. Haven't played a game of Munchkin in a few years.
Oh, I got more Munchkin than you can shake a stick at. So
That's probably true.
you think I got a lot of Lego?
Piece and where it came from.
This man has a lot of munchkins.
Anyone recognize this Technic studded beam with this jut out?
That rather ancient.
Yeah, that was from the one that used in the Bat boat, so you could attach the, like the Bat hovercraft, like the old original Batman hovercraft, and you had these weird rubber, like it made
Bumpers.
the bump you would attach, you would slide the bumpers on the side of that piece, which is why it has those weird little hooks on the side.
Granted, it fits into one of these grooved plates pretty well.
Good.
Slides right in.
Excellent.
Kevin, I finished the gatehouse. It's right
I'll
here.
find something to do with it.
I was curious if I was going to even make it. I figured you're just going to keep going and see if the stream was still on.
For what?
Because I was so late.
Oh, well,
It's only an hour in.
we can have some fun without
Right.
you. Not all the time, but
So I'm looking forward to. I always, maybe I'm a harsher critic when I build like fan sets like this because I want to see how their instructions are and see if it's decent.
If it's even buildable,
So we have three bags.
right?
Just regular little Ziploc-y kind of bags. And then here's our instructions, which are printed out on paper, folded in half with a staple. And we have a plate.
What weight of paper is it on?
Let me taste it. I have no clue. I have no
Good
idea.
paper cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it leave a nice bond, or does it feel like they pressed it out on a copier?
It's copy paper for sure. It's got like that laser print kind of quality on it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We're gonna dive in here. So I'm So my recent discovery today is that Mother's Day is in 2 days.
That is correct.
You didn't send a card yet? Whoa. That's right. Your mom's there, isn't she?
Yeah, but the thing is I thought it was next Sunday, so that's not good.
I thought it was next Sunday too, so don't feel bad.
I have
Or maybe feel bad.
I have a lot of pressure on me tomorrow to do a lot of things. I'm like, oh boy. And I'm usually really good about Mother's Day. I pride myself on having a nice Mother's Day for my wife and doing something for my mom, and I'm totally ill prepared.
Oh, you're in trouble.
So we may not see you next week on any streams.
I may be dead. If I'm dead, auction off my collection to the highest bidder.
There's good news, Kevin.
Wow.
I know a paranormal expert that might be able to talk to you from the other side.
And I'll tell you that whatever the things are selling for is not selling for enough. I'll be like, that's worth more than that.
Yes, I forgot to send my mom's card. I sent it late, but you know, it is what it is.
See, my problem is my Mother's Day and my dad's birthday fall right next to each other.
Double hit.
Yep.
Double dose.
Yeah.
That's when you say you were out of the country and you forgot and come up with some other good excuse.
So I already have my first complaint. I don't know if complaint's the right word. So
Criticism.
in this instructions here, right? You can see this this part here. This is like that nougaty kind of like this kind of fleshy nougat color, right?
Yeah.
This piece right next to it, what color do you think that is?
Gray.
Right.
It's not. It's the dark tan. Doesn't match up at all.
Someone
Fancy printer ran out of ink.
And you could say it's okay because there's no dark gray in here, so you can use your process of elimination. But there is dark gray pieces in here, so that's a thing. That's okay. That's all right.
Right now, people who don't do design should pay people who do design.
Hey, I agree 100%. And I know somebody who can do some design.
Really?
I do.
I wonder if you ever finished mine.
I do the paying ones first.
No, you're. That's last I checked. You still gotta eat.
I do the pro bono stuff after.
That makes sense.
I should do this one time on the stream though. I think I can screen share and show as I'm designing it. I think. Maybe that's giving me too much credit. Maybe I don't know how to do that.
David said he might get on here in a little bit, so we'll see.
Is he actually gonna show up on camera?
That I don't know. He's probably watching. I mean, we'll find out if he answers that. You know.
The disembodied voice of Dave.
That sounds like a ghost to me.
There you go. Hello, angels. Hello, Charlie. So you saw my Falcon arrived, Reed, or for all you guys, you were all here last week.
Oh yes, you were. How did that go over? You're still breathing. Oh,
It's here. It's arrived.
What'd you say?
It's actually not as big as the box isn't as big as I thought it was supposed to be.
Hold on.
It's still big.
please don't hurt yourself lifting it.
I did not hurt myself, but it is a nice hefty box. And the BB-8 came in a separate padded envelope.
Really?
Wasn't even. So they came. Well, now was the Death Star in a separate shipping box, or was it just whatever?
No, the Falcon was in a like a case pack box, like what you'd get like a case in like a retailer, and then that was in an outer container, and they were very like thick, like it was 2 layers of cardboard between the actual set and the elements. And then the BBA just came in an extra padded envelope. So they shipped 2 things. They both arrived at the same time. They were both FedEx delivery, signature required.
Right time of day too.
No, but it worked. It was fine. It was not the right time of day at all, but it arrived. Okay, so I've built the base. The base is finished. Not very exciting, but there it is.
Base.
And so this has a printed 2x2 round tile with Superman logo on. I think this is from the DC Superhero Girls set.
Yeah,
I think maybe Mighty Micro. It's definitely not custom. It is a printed official piece.
It's probably good that way because you avoid trouble that way.
Well, I'm sure they could find another way to get in trouble.
Oh, I'm sure. Comic conventions seem to have that knack.
Yeah, they do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to order some more headlight bricks.
What color?
Clear.
Don't have any.
So,
You didn't order any on Lovelock that one year, Ralph?
Not that I'm telling you about.
Nice. There it is.
Oh, okay, well, let's see here.
love. You can feel it.
Let's go look. Let's see if Ralph is telling the truth or not.
So, Reed, did you talk to Bricksmith? Because I saw you made a comment in the chat earlier.
Yeah, well, I talked to him. Well, I didn't really talk to him. I asked him how he was doing. Who's Bricksmith?
He was the guy I was telling you about that should join one day.
Yeah, I said hi to him and how are you doing tonight, but he didn't respond back. So I don't know if I waited too long. Maybe
He's hosting a stream right now on his own channel.
Oh, okay.
But so that like interaction was totally like organic. Like he just found you and just hopped in and commented.
Cool.
Well, I did post an AFOLs of Facebook. I created an event. I don't know if he posted after that or not. So
okay. That's cool.
Now the problem, Ralph, is I got to figure out what year that was. Wait, hold on. It's still loading. That Google Doc is a massive document.
This is true.
Well, take your time. I'm trying to delete that entry right now.
There it is.
Hey. You don't need to delete it. You'll want to know the next time we get him on the list. You want to know how many you already have?
I know nothing about how many I may already have. Would not want to admit of having any transparent material that you might be interested in.
Why not?
Because you don't trade fairly.
What were we talking about? Trade fairly? What?
Shots fired.
Exactly.
Shots fired. Welcome. And this is when Friday Night Bricks transforms into Friday Night Fights.
See, the last time they were on there, Ralph, you didn't order any. So I wonder if you ordered them earlier on than that. In 2015, you didn't order any. So
I'm not going to tell you
anything.
I'm going to hold out so that I can increase their value and trade with you.
There he is. Coming in swinging.
You know, Ralph, unless we've had them on there 3 times, you don't have any of them. So
now that's not completely true, but you just keep believing that.
I love it. This is
narrative.
This is what I came here for.
Randy's got 100, but that still ain't gonna be enough. But you know, In 13 we had them, and in 15 we had them.
Yeah, well, I'm notorious at trading for things afterwards. So.
Oh. Yeah, nobody orders as many as I do.
Well, yeah, it's because they're transparent.
Ralph, Ralph, what kind of trade did you make with Mr. Reed there that
Weren't fair.
maybe a little bit shy from trading with him again, huh?
Well, I've never actually successfully negotiated a trade with him, so that'll give you an idea how hard it actually is.
Oh boy.
Really? Well, I don't remember ever you initiating any trades either, so I don't know.
No, because you just turned me down as quickly as I brought it up. So
I built this okay, children. So I built this robot, and the cape is attached in a really weird way. This is like
that's different.
I don't know. It's one of those pieces that has the little bar on the end of it, and these are round 1x1 plates with the hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of folding the two things over for the cape to have one hole, it uses both of them and attaches to both sides of it. Kind of weird. So that's that. And then I built the head, and then the head has a weird, not super great connection.
Oh.
So like this does it's not flat. Like this piece is not flat. You guys know that. It's got the little clip on it, but it's put on the head and it's supposed to be flat, and it's not.
That's not going to work well.
That's not going to be.
No, it doesn't flip the other way around.
That's a solid critique right there. That right there, that's a solid critique of, hey guys,
that's a weak connection.
There, a stud.
I mean, he's kind of neat, but it's a weak connection. And I'm not really a fan of these. So these hands, they're like the mixel joints.
David is in, and we actually see video. Hi, David.
Whoa.
I love it. It's like this ominous head floating in like glorious light.
It's supposed to be on the laptop, not on the phone, please.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I recognize the face now.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't know who I was talking to for the last couple months.
I know, really.
That's probably about right.
I should have worn my blue lame cape because I would have recognized it.
I knew who you were from the beginning, Dave.
Thanks.
So, since you're just joining us, we were talking about how Reed is an unfair trader, apparently.
Oh, really? I missed that part, yeah.
But then I interrupted to share a progress on my build, so they can return back to that.
That was your build or something else?
I'm building this. This is the event kit from Philly Brickfest.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you kept it from the Calgary thing.
What?
I thought you cracked open the Galador set.
No, that's next. I'm saving that for after.
Alright, well,
Alright.
Well, don't want the camera on because my face is a mess.
Yeah. And that's 3 volts.
The last of the bin on the unsorted technic.
That's pretty good. You're on top of your game.
You hear me okay?
Guarantee you I have another bin somewhere lying around just waiting to ambush me and say, hey,
No question.
I can send you a couple of bins, Tanya.
Yeah, if you want to make a quick trip to Connecticut.
I will take your unsorted bins of Technic. You don't want them, just send them my way.
That's not quite what I meant. Your audio is crazy, Dave.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. I just want you to be aware.
Well,
Dave, you sound more like Penny.
In the USB-C port, so that could have been
So this car, I'm building a car now, a green car in this set, and it's got some weak kind of spindly connections where I keep breaking it in half as I keep adding more pieces to it.
Ugh.
Kind of interesting.
Big
You
one.
know, you read about Lego ideas, and one of the things they look at is the building techniques that were done,
Yeah.
and many of them get rejected for just bad building technique.
Ooh, something else is interesting. So all of these parts definitely look new or new enough. But I just had a 2x3 black plate that is definitely a used plate. It is definitely not like the others. It's got some chew marks on it. It's all scratched up. It's like dull. Yeah.
Why were you chewing on it, Kevin?
Hmm?
Why were you chewing on it?
I just opened it. I opened it before your eyes.
He did.
That's true. He did.
I'm thinking maybe they forgot that they needed that, and then they had to scramble, get that part in.
What's funny is it's on the pick-a-brick wall right now in Colorado.
Which one?
2x3 black plate.
Oh, black plate? Yeah.
I think Mills had it on the top of the wall when I was in there.
I definitely picked up a large cup of those.
Yeah, because actually, Kevin, I did actually close something recently.
Closed something.
I actually closed my Bricklink store while my application is pending. So
Oh, did you?
yeah,
Why?
well, that was one of the reasons I had issues last time. Remember?
Oh, that's true, I guess. I did not close my stores.
When?
I uploaded new products today.
Really?
I finally put some more eBay stuff up today. And I put one thing up and it sold right away.
What'd you
What's
put
that?
up? Wait.
It was my zombie Lego store minifigure.
Oh.
I put it up at a buy it now price of $1,500 and it immediately sold.
Wow.
I was surprised. I didn't expect it to.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
So that took care of my Falcon payment.
There you go.
Just be
Did
careful. You say stuff like that, you might get talked into something else. You never know.
Did you guys? I can't remember. I think we talked about it last week. Did you guys buy anything for May the 4th?
I
did
did.
not.
I bought a Y-wing.
Okay.
And I bought a Y-wing and a second TIE fighter.
Okay. Nice.
Not the UCS Y-wing though. The
Oh,
Rogue
small
One.
one?
Y-wing. Huh?
And then so you got your BB-8 as well, right?
Oh yeah. Haven't built him yet.
Not me.
He's cute. Ouch.
You said you bought something, Ralph, or no?
No, I did not. Just not a big Star Wars fan.
That's all right. That's cool.
I mean, I watch the movies, but Star Wars with Lego, just not my thing.
Did you guys see that like schematics poster for the Y-wing that was a supposedly exclusive for the black VIP card holders?
No.
Yeah, I saw it on someone's YouTube channel.
So I saw that and I said, "Hey, that's kind of neat. That's kind of cool." And somebody finally got it and posted a picture on it, and it's like the size of this box. Like it's a very like. Did you guys get the Walmart 60th black booklet? It's that size. That's the size of the poster. I was like,
that's pretty sad.
Nope, that's not the right size. And then also, somebody through a photo cache or something, someone was able to get the actual high res version of it, so you can just print it at home. So it's online, and I found it, and I was like, I mean, they shared it, and I was like, yeah, it's perfect.
That's awesome.
I think it was on maybe the customer service site for a time, and then it got yanked when they found out that it was up there. But wasn't fast enough to stop somebody from saving it and sharing it out.
No, there's a lot of people out there that troll the site. So
Yeah,
3 nanoseconds for something to get distributed on the internet.
absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
come on.
Kinda.
Oh, we got some more used parts in here.
So there we go. I've got 2 TIE fighters and a Y-wing, and a bunch of my other ships are still in the display case over at the Wings Museum.
Are you looking forward to Solo?
I am looking forward to Solo. And the premiere actually got really good reviews. A lot of people saying good things about it from the premiere.
Nice. Yeah, I'll still see it. I don't know. I'll probably enjoy it.
It's a galactic heist movie.
Yeah. I just want to see Lando, really.
Yeah,
That's all I wanna
he looks like he's gonna chew up the scenery.
David, you there?
I'm here. Okay.
Dave's hiding from us.
Can you
Smart.
hear me?
Smart move.
No, we can hear you kind of, David. And that's why I'm trying to tweak the sounds.
I'm gonna start talking anyway.
Yeah.
So I can. Whisper, 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 read, whisper, whisper, heaven, whisper.
There you go. Love it. Secrets. Secrets.
Whisper, whisper, heaven's light. Hi.
All right. Okay, this is interesting. So I keep building onto this car, and this car is still only held together with 2 connection points. So I keep breaking it in half every time I
Do you
add
need a
something.
demo? Do you need a demo dummy to test it?
Because see, here it is. I mean, it's coming together. It looks all right. It's decent, but there's like you can see where it switches between gray and black.
Yeah,
Like that's
and
still
that's
like the only connection point for the car. So it keeps breaking apart as I keep trying to build it. It's very weak on the inside.
You know, as someone
I'm
who
gonna put
has
you guys on mute for a minute, and then we'll make some noise moving some boxes. So I'll be right back.
As long as the dog doesn't make noise this week.
someone with a little bit of engineering skill, I am a fan of the overbuild.
I probably won't see issues like this in the Galador set.
Probably not.
Let's hope not.
I feel like these instructions are getting smaller.
Smaller?
They seem like they're getting smaller. Like the image. Like look at this. Here's the image, and then look how tiny it is on the page. But then on the previous page, it's like right there in the action. And for some reason, this one, it got really tiny.
As a professional, you can call that out.
I don't know. That's weird.
It's called consistency of scale.
If anyone from Brickfest is listening, I do really appreciate the model. Just so you know. I'm just an AFOL, and us AFOLs tend to be super critical of everything.
And they should understand and don't need an apology.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, interesting. We're using a hinge plate or one of these whatever you call it, a fender, I guess. I don't speak car. Fender. Yeah, fender's the thing.
Wheel well, fender, yeah.
Oh, it's because the car is supposed to be like kind of broken. Okay.
So now that little 2-stud
Maybe
joint
it's
starts to
battle
make some-
damage. I get some clear bricks, Reed. I got clear bricks in this.
What?
By two bricks. Clear 1 by 2 bricks.
Oh man, how do those escape my grasp?
Okay.
Oh, my counterfeit Mr. Gold.
You have a counterfeit Mr. Gold?
That's that one. Remember I bought that one on Creations for Charity from that good
Oh.
guy in Illinois, Jankowski or whatever?
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. You bought one of those.
Yeah. There he
Why?
is.
Why would you do such a thing?
Getting the other ones a little bit tougher.
But then it doesn't mean anything. You don't have a real one. You have a fake one.
Okay.
Right? Or no? Am I totally out of line?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Depends on which
Alright.
value you're looking for. Are you a completionist and just want a piece that looks like it? Well, no, that sucks. I'm gonna back off. No, fake Mr. Gold is fake.
Fake Mr. Gold is fake.
Did he come out of the teaching?
I will say though that it was good if it was. You said it was Creations for Charity, right?
Yeah.
So you mean your money went towards charity, so that's good.
Of course.
It's for the children.
Forgivable.
Is somebody brewing coffee?
I
Sounds like it.
Are you brewing coffee?
was going.
No?
No, I'm going through a baggie.
Oh, I thought it sounded like you were brewing coffee. Like I was a little jealous.
Okay. I'll get rid of
Yeah.
that.
That might be the good thing about his mic then.
It makes me think what is this? Why do I have an extra blue 1x2 plate?
Ralph, were you muted for a reason or not?
He was moving boxes.
I was moving boxes. I just got back. I'm going to build the what is this thing called? The Technic
BB-8.
BMW bike that came out.
Oh.
Built the what?
Ooh.
That thing.
Oh, I built that thing. I remember
What do you-
building that. That's the one that can also be built into a hover bike, right?
Yeah.
Beam is a hover thing. Very cool.
And I'm doing a science class of simple machines in about a week, so
Oh,
I use
Nice.
Technic as models for that.
cool.
All right. Uh-huh. So I
I like the wheels in this kit.
You want some wheels? I've got some
No.
wheels.
No, my dog takes care of the wheels I got around here.
Oh, okay. I've got
No,
way
I
too many.
like the ribbing that's on these.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. I have way too
There
many
you
wheels.
I've got a golden retriever that can help you part with those.
We're looking at some excellent sorting action.
We are looking at excellent shorting action. There is nothing worse when you're trying to build something out of Technic than not finding that one.
Ah, you guys blow my mind. You're like, I've never been around so much Technic. What?
See,
Why do I have
you
a-
moved back in at the wrong time there, Kevin.
I guess so.
Kevin, have you met my robot?
Did you just ask me if I met your robot?
I have asked you if you met my robot.
No. Okay. All right. I just want to verify. I have not.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Give me a second.
Does the robot have a name?
Oh. All right. Okay. So I have finished the build, but I have an extra 1x2 blue plate, which seems odd. So I'm going to see if I messed up. I did mess up,
What? Not the
But-
legendary Kevin Hinkle.
but it's because it was really hard to see. So remember the head complaint with the clip?
Yeah.
This was supposed to go underneath it to pop it out further from the base of the head. So this is
And you were going to give those people a hard time about a bad
I was.
design.
That's terrible of me. I redact it. Redacted.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's done. The car's done. The base is done. So now we need to do some artful posing. So the car clips to the mount. So there, it's floating. Oh, not floating now. It's floating.
Oh, I was kind of hoping
And then-
that you were gonna do some art proposing.
It's what?
It's a time for some artful posing. It's like, oh, Kevin's gonna do some artful posing. How interesting.
I'm gonna do some artful of myself, and so he gets to hold the car, I guess. He's not really. I mean, it's already crashed into the mountain. I don't get it. All right, and then the tire goes on the ground, and here is our completed Philly Brickfest 2018. What year is this? 2018.
It is 2018.
What day is it?
So it's all right. It's kind of neat.
The Mech Suit has a cape?
He has a little cape. It's a weird.
Friday.
It's a weird connection because it actually puts both of the holes. You know, you layer it on for a minifig neck,
Right.
and it actually connects them by both of the holes instead of putting them together.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting, but it's all right. Not the best event kit I've ever seen, but there it is.
It reminds me of Superman.
Yeah. So the theme of that year or this year is superheroes. So they also put their logo. You can see the PBF is a little homage to the Superman logo.
Oh, cute. I've never been to one of those.
And then also, there's a wonderful little typo in here. Let me see. It might be backwards for the screen, but it says 18th to the 22nd. Oh, you can see that. The 22nd is to the 22nd.
Yes.
So that happened.
All right. This is my little one. This one's the one I call Junior.
Oh my goodness. Is it about to sort your Lego for you?
I win.
It has light up eyes.
Laser beams.
Oh, yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Is there mind storms or is it just power functions?
This one's S-Brick and Power Functions.
Nice.
All right. So that's the little one. That's the one I call Junior.
So that implies there's a big one.
Yes. She has a really nice big robot.
I like the slightly maniacal chuckle. That was
I
fun.
don't know if his battery is charged, but we'll try it anyhow.
I'm about to break the seals on this bad boy.
Oh yeah, there goes your investment, man.
Make sure you sniff the plastic.
Smell that Danish air. Well, it's probably not packed in Denmark. It's probably packed in Mexico.
Czechoslovakia.
No, Enfield was still a packing facility, so this was probably packed in Enfield maybe.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this guy is named Jins, and the reason I'm opening Jins is because he came in a lot, and I got 2 Jins, both sealed. So I plan on keeping 1 Jins in the box. So this one I'll open.
And do what with?
Build it. Enjoy
Build it,
it. Take a picture of it, and then put it in my bin. So many people have been commenting on my Falcon picture, and they go, "What are you going to invest it? Or are you going to, all these different scenarios?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to build it, and then I'm going to take a picture of it built, and I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to put it in my wall." Like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, just because it's a Falcon doesn't mean it doesn't get the same treatment all my other Lego sets get.
That's right.
Yeah, but if you ever wanted to build it again, you'll have to dig for the pieces.
No, because it'll be sorted. It'll be
Or be
beautifully
built into
sorted.
something else.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I don't really tend to want to build sets again. That hasn't happened. Oh, he's giving me the eyebrows. More input.
Yeah, definitely some information. Yeah, need more input.
What is his name? Or her name?
Stabby.
Its name.
Stabby.
Its name is Stabby.
Stabby. It's an internet meme.
Okay.
Interstellar.
It's a concern.
Interstellar Starship Crew. Yeah. Interstellar Starship Crew gets bored and attaches a knife to one of the small autonomous maintenance robots.
And then runs.
And then yeah.
Oh goodness. So does it have a knife? Is it armed?
It will by the next meeting.
Can you build it a giant like Technic brick separator that it can hold?
That's a good idea.
And he just goes around separating.
As I almost drop him off of the table.
I want to say, I think I've seen someone build like a Technic-y brick separator somewhere. Like a bigger kind of one with some shells and stuff. So it might be.
And yes, he has a knife.
He has a knife.
The handle for the handle for the soccer set is Technic.
Oh yeah, the one with the long stick and the little like weird, like a screwdriver kind of.
Yeah. Yep.
Weird. Lego did some weird things. Let me tell you.
Yes,
they still do. They still do. Don't worry. Let's see.
I tried inviting Mr. Hendricks, but he said he had an arc lug show tomorrow, so he needed his sleep.
Sleep?
All right.
The stream I was on earlier, there was a guy from Norway who was on, and when we got off, he said it was 3 a.m. his time.
See, I usually leave the knife off when I take him to shows.
You leave
But
the
he
knife
does have a
off.
knife.
Oh,
He
goodness.
secures his knife.
He does have a knife. That's pretty wild. That's something. His eyebrows are what's funny, though.
That was one of my fellow engineers at work. She said, if you model eyebrows, they better move. So
They absolutely functions. It's all about the functions. So I'm thinking I need to document. I mean, this is being documented right now, but I need to document that I'm opening this Galador set. It's kind of a historic moment. Maybe I do a time lapse.
You're gonna hear a lot of AFOLs cry in the background. No.
Your video stopped working, Dave. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I had to put you down so I could build.
Okay, all right, that's fine. As long as you know, then it's fine.
this little guy's a typically a really big hit when I take him to the shows.
Can you shoot like PVC balls or anything?
Pretty sure his battery's dead because I didn't recharge it after last weekend.
Was he at the Star Wars show stabbing people?
On Saturday.
All right, very good.
There's probably dozens of photographs of kids on Facebook standing next to it.
There we go. I got most of my wall done.
Do you have enough space in your home, Reed, to display the whole castle at home?
No.
So,
I
okay.
used to have a plan for it, and then it backfired. So no.
So the only chances you get to see it fully assembled are at shows?
That, and when this current remodel is done, I'm hoping to get some good photos taken of it, and I'll have to figure out where to get that done at.
Okay. Cool.
It's in bins right now. Well, some of it's on that shelf over to the right of me. That's pretty much the walls right now because I'm trying to figure out where I'm at.
I'm going to go take some pictures of this. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kevin.
What?
I have a message from Rob.
Okay.
Rob says, tell Kevin he needs to come visit his dad. 3 miles from me, I think he still does anything.
Yeah, he's still there. I think he's still there. I don't think he's left.
How often do you get to see him?
I have not seen him since I left Austin.
Really?
Because I left and then he moved. He moved out of Texas to Arkansas.
It's time to build a roof. Actually, I guess I'm not as far back as I thought. I have a couple wall sections hidden. I gotta move that cat lady and Kevin again.
Oh, Reed. So while I'm leaving you guys in my processing room, I am currently in the building room trying to position this in front of my wall of bricks. Pay no attention to this floating voice.
Disembodied.
It's an empty screen.
Yes, yes.
That's the normal Kevin.
You can't have it, kid. Are you gonna do a stop motion build of it? Time lapse of maybe 2 seconds?
I kind of want to do a time lapse, but the setting that I'm in for the live stream is not a good setting for a time lapse. Maybe I won't build this. Sorry guys.
What? You already opened it.
I didn't open it yet. I haven't opened it.
Huh. I saw you tearing into it.
I feel like this needs to have a proper documentation. I'll pick something else. How about?
I'm sure you've got something in there you can build.
Should have a proper documentation, like the manifest to a trash dumpster.
Oh.
Oh, you heard that? Oh, I thought I was on mute. Sorry.
Sigh.
Uh-oh. He's got help now. Uh-oh. Kevin, is that your helper or what?
Oh,
You see those people? Those are people on the internet.
Hi, little person.
You gotta watch out for people on the internet.
we exist.
You do have to watch out for people on the internet.
I'm probably blocked that then.
Why aren't you asleep? Yeah.
I didn't hear that reason. I guess it must not have been very good.
What? What's what guy doing? Superhero. Yep. Look at that guy. Look at that guy with that red shirt. And look at her. She also has a red shirt. And that guy does not have a red shirt.
And there's a guy that doesn't have video, so we don't know if he's wearing
There's a guy that has no shirt. Oh no, he's real. He has a yellow shirt.
Hello.
It's like we're in this little cave. Dave just puts us in this little tunnel and then goes away. Here you go.
Actually, you're laid on the table under the laptop, so you get
Oh, okay.
kind of it.
That's fine.
Excuse me.
Dropping clear place. Those will hurt if I don't find them.
Burnt orange Technic. Number 5 joiner in burnt orange.
Uh-oh.
Does anyone else here feel disappointed when they buy small parts in bulk that cost, a fair amount of money and it just feels like a quart, the block bag? Do you feel any disappointment or buyer's remorse when that happens?
What was the question?
What was the question?
Yeah, what was the question?
I said that for those on the call who buy like a lot of bulk pieces, especially small pieces, and try to get them, and they all fit in like a small quart Ziploc bag. Do you feel like disappointed or cheated?
Oh yeah, totally disappointed.
This doesn't look like 480. Doesn't feel like it should be 486 pieces.
Exactly.
That what you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go?
yeah. I'm gonna do one. I'll do Wonder Woman Brickhead. It's like when you do a draft, and it's like a $30 set, and you walk away, and like the pieces are in like you can hold them in your hands.
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
Oh.
I feel like this was not good.
Yeah, can you give that Wonder Woman to your mom or your wife for Mother's Day? You know, since they probably are wonderful.
Yes, because giving them Lego sets will definitely be a good idea.
You know, I got 5 of the Year of the Dog little set freebie.
That's a lot of
My
dogs.
mom, yeah, well, one's at work. 3 are still in the box, and I gave one to my mother, and she absolutely adored it.
It is move, man. It's cute.
So
What? All right, I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves.
talk amongst ourselves.
Don't get stabbed by that robot.
Yourself about heaven.
His battery has been safely removed. It is a LiPo battery, though, and I have blown one up, so...
Oh,
You've never seen a LiPo battery go? It's impressive.
Yeah. They make a nice little explosion.
with or without water.
I ended up spending 2 hours out in the out in my courtyard while the smoke cleared from my apartment.
Oh wow.
But what I was doing was I was putting together a Lego radio controlled car, and I was drilling a beam so I could mount a speed control to it. And I wasn't careful enough, and I went straight through the beam. I saw a red spark, but I didn't realize it was a red spark at first because the beam I was drilling was red. And I'm like sitting there continuing to work. Next thing I know, I hear this, and I looked down, and the first puff of smoke came out of the battery pack. I yanked the battery pack out, ran to my kitchen sink, threw it in the kitchen sink. Just as it's arcing into the kitchen sink, the first cell went and went oof, and the smoke came out. And lipos are this balanced chemistry of potential disaster waiting to happen at any point. And once one cell goes, the other cells in the battery will go after it. And this was a 3-cell battery. So the first cell went. A minute after it stopped burning, the second cell went, and then the third cell went.
Wow.
You got a little bit of fireworks.
And scorch marks on the bottom of the sink.
That's all right. You can always give me a sneak.
But the important thing is you sneak them off.
They're unnoticeable at this point, but the first week before they started wearing out, they were pretty. It's like, please, Mr. Landlord, don't come and visit me this week.
Honestly, I don't know how that happened.
It was like this when I got here. Oh, wait, that won't work. It was a brand new sink when I moved in. Moved into this cute apartment, and it is cute, but it doesn't hold much Lego.
All right, so I'm going to build Wonder Woman, and I think I'm going to have to hop off because the little guy does not want to go to sleep, and if I stay down here, he's going to be staying up with me. So
just give him some Lego to build.
It's Friday night.
Some of my Lego to build. Everything you see before you is your father's. Yeah, I mean he's loving it. See, we have an arrangement in my house, and with him, these are toys. He can play with them. He can have fun, and I truly let him do whatever he wants to do, and I'll just pick up when it's done. He already knows that, and so he's down here, and while I'm doing this, I can hear him in there taking stuff out, and he's just having blast, and that is unsupervised, and I can't allow that. So I will
put him on your lap and let him help you build.
Well,
yeah, there you go.
I agree.
I think that would also wire him up more. It's 11 o'clock at night. This kid was supposed to be asleep hours ago. What's going on?
Why is
What's happening? That's
Friday night.
That's a good question. I think it's because everybody else in the house is asleep and there was a light on in the basement.
That'll do it.
So when he was going to the bathroom, he just happened to look downstairs and see maybe you working.
Yeah, if the lights are off in the house, you can really see the light peering from the basement because of the crack under the door. Like it just shoots out, and it's pretty obvious.
You need one of those. You need one of those rugs that goes with the door. For like stuff. There you go.
I'll just move out. We're getting too ridiculous.
That's the thing. Duct tape might work too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So,
where'd you get that from?
Uh-oh. It sounds like Sage got something.
Yeah, you might recognize that particular little aircraft.
is that from the 60th anniversary set?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, at least it's not an exclusive.
That's true. It's nice and slobbery now.
I only had my dogs chew Lego one time.
Yeah, you don't have dogs anymore?
I still have dogs, unfortunately. But I don't know what happened to change that. It's not like I beat them or anything, but I remember I went to the store, the employee store here in Enfield when I first moved here. So it was like 2011. And in the store, they had one of the Movie Maker Spielberg sets.
Okay.
I don't know where they dug it up, but they dug it up. And I said, I have to have this. This is Movie Maker Spielberg set. So I bought it, and it was the one that had like the very first Spider-Man where he's not even really Spider-Man yet. Yeah. He's got like a hoodie with a spider on his. It's weird. And I bought it, and then we went out to eat. So I was sitting on the floor in my apartment, carpeting floor, and I was building the set. And then we said, oh, let's go out to eat. So I put it back into like the box because it had like that box lid came off of it. Mm-hmm. So I just left it open with the pieces in the box lid on the floor. And we went to dinner. And I came back, and it was just like the pieces were everywhere. And they were like chewed. All of them were chewed. All of them except for like Spider-Man himself. He was the only thing that was not chewed. Everything else was chewed. And I just sat there, and I was so sad. Like, I just bought that. And we went to dinner. There's two of you, and I don't know which one of you did this. Ate it. And I was so, I mean, I think I yelled at them, but that doesn't do anything. And then they never did it again. Never happened again. But I will say that it helps being down here because they do not get on the stairs no matter what. So that'll do it.
You dropped a big, loud box of Lego at some point.
Yeah, that was probably it.
Could have been.
Threw it at him.
Maybe it was that falcon. Here's your falcon, sir.
Might have been a grab bag. You never know.
I do have to say I am a huge fan of the black, sleek UCS box style artwork. I think it looks really nice. Like on the Falcon and on the, I don't know if it's on the Snowspeeder. It's on the Y-Wing.
It's on the Y-Wing.
Mini bears.
Shima Ice Bears. Always. Always.
Forever Ice Bear.
Forever Ice Bears.
Forever and ever and ever ice.
So if there's ice bears, doesn't that mean there needs to be like not ice bears too? Like regular bear.
Bears.
No,
Regular
they're
bears,
crocodiles. Eat the ice bears.
Look at those little baby dinos.
I know they're great, aren't they?
With like, is it like brick arms? Like assault rifle? And
Yes.
stuff? Very good. All right. Awesome. I'll see you your Chima bears and I'll raise you automatic weaponry and baby dinosaurs.
That's why I make sure I have all those purple lightsabers available and ready to go.
Purple lightsabers.
Didn't you see the comment on my YouTube video from Brickworld? Somebody says, I think he's got every purple lightsaber in existence. And I'm like, no, we're probably pretty close.
What do you need purple lightsaber for?
Because I like purple. Well, they were originally going to be stairs for the castle, and that didn't work. So
There were going to be stairs?
stairs, yeah.
How? All right.
Stairs with headlight bricks. Use the wand like with the lightsaber, and then just spin them up.
All right.
But I mean, I've gone to conventional stairs. So here, let me see if I can show you. Oh, there goes an ice bear. Sorry, buddy. So here's the inside of the gatehouse now. So there's stairs, so you can actually get up to the upper levels.
It does not. It's not showing. It's too blurry. I can't. I can see your hand. I can see the reflection of your hand through it.
Come on now.
Hold it still.
Yeah. Stay perfectly still. Don't
breathe.
move.
Okay, come on now.
I got it.
You got it? Oh, you got it? Sure? You see it? See the spiral staircase there?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes.
Well, you know, if you're coming to Brick World, you can see it in a month, you know.
Okay. Good news. I will be there.
Well, to see the idea of a
Or you can help set it up.
The idea of a what?
the idea of a staircase.
Okay. Agreed. I have no reason to not believe there's a staircase there.
Kevin, you can help set it up if you want.
Man, that's tempting. That
I
is
advise you to
tempting.
say no, Kevin.
That is.
Just
How
no.
about
the
put me,
way you keep Cat Lady out of the layout?
put me down as a strong maybe.
I think your goal is just to keep Cat Lady and yourself from becoming any kind of a crazy thing at Brick World.
I don't know what's going on with that cat lady. She's nuts.
The new one out of the anniversary?
No, the old one. Didn't you see her last week?
I don't think
Just say
so.
Yes. yes, I did.
Oh wait, yeah, you did show me that. You showed me that when we were at the Lego store.
You took it to the Lego store, Reed.
Oh, you showed me a photo.
Everybody, look at this. No.
I'm the crazy one that goes to the Lego store with robots and chases children around and
So I was pretty surprised because I heard from some fans in Pennsylvania that a brand new Lego store is opening there. And I said, I don't know if I would trust those rumors. I don't think in this time they're opening stores. And then they sent me the place where you can apply to be the store manager. And I said, oh, well, I can't really refute that. That seems to be pretty for reals. And apparently there's another one opening outside of Cincinnati where there is already a store.
What?
So kind of interesting.
Well, we managed 2 in the Denver metro area.
But they were open when the company was doing much, much better.
True.
Kind of interesting.
Oh. Here you go. Here you go. I can't tip this one much. You need
More
your
Technic?
connector.
Got Technic pins.
Technic
My
things.
connector's been not one that's easily shown off.
No.
Otherwise, I'll be pulling connectors out of the rug for weeks.
And your toes.
Yeah.
Kevin, you still hear noise in the background? Or do you have headsets on so you can't hear it?
For here? You mean at my house? I can hear noise. Oh, he's doing stuff. Don't worry. He's doing things. He's doing.
Sorting.
He's doing. Oh yeah. Don't worry, Dad. I'm 4 years old and I'm sorting this for you. Thank you, son. Teach him early.
As long as it doesn't make too much noise and wake the wife, you know.
Yeah, no, don't do that. See, the thing is that she works practically every Saturday, and she opens on Saturday, so she has to be at work at like 5 in the morning. So she goes to bed early Friday nights.
Oof. That's risky.
To your space?
Huh?
Does she ever venture down to your space?
Not very often. Like, really not very often. I remember the first time she came down here after I had bought all of the organizational units. And I had already had them for weeks and had set them up, and they were already in kind of the right configurations I wanted them to be in. And then she came down for something. I think she was calling to me and I didn't hear her or something. And she came down. She's like stood there and she's, how long have you had these? I was like, oh, I don't know. Long time. All right, come upstairs. And then just turned around and walked up. Like, all right, that happened. So I was looking, Reed, I was eyeballing some sealed mint in box Fort Legorados on eBay.
Really?
So those things go like sealed. They go for about $750.
Holy crap.
And it's my favorite Lego set of all time. It's the only one that I want like actually to have a sealed Fort Legorado. But I don't know. I have 3 of them now, but I don't have a sealed one in a good box condition.
Now? How'd you get 3?
So you gave me one. Jamie Berard gave me one. I had one from when I was a child. So I have 3. And you're the only one that gave me with a box, but you gave me the reissued box from 1999. No, 1998. And I want the one from 1996, which is the first edition.
Oh.
I know these things are weird and they don't make any difference, but it's a thing. Because so the one that you gave me, like my brain doesn't recognize it because that wasn't the Fort I got. I got the first issue of the Fort. So it's the same set. It's just different box art.
Cool.
But I was eyeballing it because they had another eBay coupon the other day where you could get 10% off of any purchase anywhere through any seller. And I was like, man, I just spent money on a Falcon. I can't do this again. I can't do this again. Not that soon.
Here you go. Here's an
You
old
know,
piece.
if it was a call, we would say, yes, yes, you can, you must.
Yeah, just keep like, is that the thing I have to keep setting the bar every week? That game would not last very long.
Well, not unless you came home with gift certificates for some really nice shoe stores in the area for the wife. You know.
All DSW. All DSW. All right, let's see. Wonder Woman's got some interesting building techniques in her hair here. And they've got some interesting colors of pieces that they've hidden in here.
Let's see
Like,
it. Come on,
like
show
some
us.
of these flame yellowish oranges, like the Chima orange, and like
Yeah.
some of these azures, like they're all hidden inside her like hair. It's kind of interesting.
Kind of different.
Pinks and stuff. It's kind of weird. I can only assume that helps you separate from all the black in the building process.
You know, I am fully convinced that that's exactly why they put some really odd color.
There's got to be a
pieces.
reason.
So when you build it and you take it apart and then you put it on your wall of brick, you have some cool elements to add to it.
Absolutely.
That or makes the sorting process harder.
That too. Yeah, so that thing I built last week, the Republic frigate.
Yeah.
That has already been taken apart and sorted away.
What? You didn't even leave it around for your son could be swooshing it right now, and then you wouldn't be destroying anything.
I took a picture. I have evidence that I built it.
But he could be swooshing it and not destroying
You
stuff.
can swoop the picture.
He could swoop it. He could have swooped it. There's nothing to swoop now.
He just
Yeah,
has
anything
swoosh
still
for him.
built at this point?
What?
Do you have anything that's still built?
Using my teeth. Don't look. I display mocks. So
I
things
understand.
that I built, I have on display, but I don't have sets on display. So I have a bunch of mocks on display in my room.
I can accept that answer.
That is acceptable.
I think you
That's
just
a
need to
good
leave the Falcon around for a week to swoosh it, so you can swoosh it and then drop it.
I really like the process of building sets. I like seeing the parts, the colors, the building techniques,
Technique.
and just enjoying the experience of building it. But when it's done, I'm not a huge fan of displaying it because I just feel like I'm displaying a puzzle that I built. Yeah, anybody could follow the instructions and do it, unless there's like a real purpose to displaying it. I don't do it.
I get where you're coming from. Makes sense.
You obviously aren't like Ralph and have a giant town behind you, where it has a home for
This giant town?
that giant town.
But see, there's a lot of good. Like I can tell just from the distance. There's a lot of good original stuff in there, mixed in with some potential sets that have likely been modified.
They have been. Most of the buildings now have lights in them, so that's usually the first modification that they get.
Yeah.
And if they don't have interiors, that'll be the second modification. And if they weren't complete, like I've got a hospital back there that from one of the hospital sets, I ended up buying 3 of that set to make a complete hospital out of it because I don't play with them. I build them, I want a complete building out of it.
Sure. We don't need no play features.
Where's the beach?
The beach right now kind of got a little bit of a terrorist scene going on. So.
Oh, what?
All right. Excuse the mess because it's still in process, but yeah. There's some original stuff.
I like it, but yeah.
How often do you guys dust your mocks then?
What?
Dusting.
How often do you dust your mocks?
My mocks are in my castle is in tubs. I hope they're not getting dusted.
Granted,
Well,
I've got the skate park that's a blend of the set and my own work. The treehouse that's a blend of the set and my own work. I've got a playground that I'm working on. Under the train tracks, I've got a little chemical storage going on. The elevated rails are all my build, so that's a good thing there. Come on, the Ghostbusters Firehouse. It's just a great display piece. And then I'm working on my coffee shop and jewelry store. I've got to get the second floor going. And then, yeah, mocks, and then the standard modulars everywhere.
Do you have them all?
I do not have them all. I pretty much missed the first wave of them.
So like the first three?
Yeah,
Cafe.
the greengrocer, the firehouse. I didn't get Market Street. My first one was the pet shop, unfortunately. Well, my first one was the Parisian Cafe, but my oldest is the pet shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was a sad and broke time of my life, is what that was.
Yeah, that happens.
Indeed.
And then, like I said, you can see the unsorted bins everywhere.
You need to get that stabby robot to help you.
Yeah.
Could be in stabbing.
I've got this NXT controller.
Where?
Right here. Still in the bag.
You haven't looked at him yet? Okay.
I have not. I've been working a lot of hours.
Acceptable.
I'm sure you could relate to that.
Sometimes.
And then I like the Star Wars sets, so they get put together and they tend to stay together.
Nice. Yeah, if it works for you, all power to you.
And of course, we wander through here. Ghostbusters! And Doctor Who.
Nice.
I had to grab the Doctor Who set the second it came out.
And was that Sailor Moon down there rocking out?
That is Sailor Moon rocking out.
Nice. Very nice. I pick up on all the non-Lego things.
And Captor Sakura.
Oh, nice.
She's adorable.
Oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff in there.
And the new Yoda's hut, which is awesome. If you haven't built that one, a lot of fun play features in it.
I have it for parts.
You have the parts?
Well, I have it for parts. It's already been parted out.
Already been parted out. There's some good parts in there. There's some really good colors and pieces.
Yeah.
Like that olive green on the plates.
Yep.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
And there's set 18 of the minifigs that I still have to put together and put on the wall.
You got the policeman?
I do got the policeman.
I had to pay money for the policeman.
Oh, well, I had to pay money too. It just retail.
I had to pay more money.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much did you end up paying for him?
$17.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience, and I was striking out in Philly, so I just bought it from one of the vendors. So just give me this. Just give me the stupid thing.
Not wanting to focus. There we go. There he is.
There he is.
Legitimately got out of a bag at the Lego store.
Very nice. I am so bad at the whole minifig feeling thing. Like I don't have the patience for it. I just don't. Can't do it.
Okay. When the Disney stuff came out, I was looking for two minifigs. I was looking for Ellis, and I was looking for the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
And I felt a lot of bags. I literally felt through 2 boxes of bags. And what I brought home, thinking they were Ellis and the Cheshire Cat, was a bunch of Ariel and frickin' what's his name? Buzz.
That's kind of disappointing.
So I can relate on the I've got no feel game.
Yeah. So, yeah, that happened. $17 for my cop.
Chubby chin. Well, why the heck weren't you charging?
So, Dave, your question earlier for dusting, I don't dust unless I'm taking it to a show. And then it gets dusted every time it gets displayed. So before I pack it up to go, I will get out a canned air and I'll get out a like a paintbrush, and that I have just for dusting, and I'll dust it off before I take it to a show. But sitting here at my home, I don't have like a routine dusting schedule for my mocks on display. They will just stay there and get as dirty as they're gonna get for a while. But luckily, I don't go that long between displaying stuff, so it kind of usually it doesn't stay longer than a couple months before it gets dusted again.
Oh. Well, I used to build scale models, like Gundam and all those kind of fun things.
Yeah.
And when I was living with my parents, I was near the kitchen. So not only you get the dust, but you get like the grease mist.
Oh, that's a game over. It's game over. I bought like the birds. The birds idea set. See, that one was kind of a rare exception for me because I thought it was really nice. I thought it was just a really nice little build, and I thought it looked really good in our kitchen. And this wasn't my only set. I had a couple sets because I always do because I have a problem. So, but I said I'm gonna build one set and I'm gonna put it in the kitchen because it looks really nice. It like matches everything, and so I put it in there. And man, they had like an inch of like grease dust on them.
Oh.
And like I looked, I was like, this is not. These are game over. And I threw them all away. I didn't even try to like. I just took them like assembled, and they were like covered in dust and grease on dust. And I just looked away and just threw them in the trash. Like, nope, these are done.
What kind of sets were they?
It was the birds. Ideas birds.
Oh. Heartbreak.
It was sad.
I can understand that grease dust is not pleasant to try and deal with.
That's like Dust's angry older brother.
Bitter angry brother.
Okay. Where are you going? You go upstairs? All right. Suspicious. All right, I'm coming. Look at this. I just finished Wonder Woman 2. All right, so Wonder Woman is done.
And you're getting off.
Looks pretty good. Hair was fun. Hair was fun to do.
So he's got a lot of parts for the hair.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot. What is this? 143 pieces in this one.
Wow.
And you got 2 swords. They give you an extra sword.
Nice.
What?
You didn't be a cyborg?
Cyborg?
Look at him. How many pieces you have?
108.
108.
I know. That's like a million.
Remember these sets, Ralph?
You don't have to remind me. I found a couple more. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, you have some more for me? Sweet.
They just do not go away.
Oh, I love it. The winter skating scene.
Didn't you give me one of those last time we met?
Yeah, probably more than one, actually.
Well, hey, bring them for a trade, Ralph.
You have no idea how
low
many of
trade
those.
value.
What?
I'm sure they have low trade value.
Not for me, because I got 1x2 clear tiles in there.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm getting ready to open 3 of them right now.
Oh man, I'm actually pretty tired. Well, guys, I'm sorry I was late. I'm bailing early, but I built 2 things, 2 different things, and I showed this precious face. Precious.
You have the precious face. Cute kid.
I'm not sure how precious it is, but okay.
Hamster. This is his Duplo hamster brick.
Awesome.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, my dick.
I don't know. Have any clue what set that's from? It's from a set somewhere. Here you go.
Everyone needs a good Duplo hamster.
All right, you can say bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
You gonna go to
Bye-bye.
sleep?
Kevin.
No, you're not gonna go to sleep. You're gonna keep me up all night. All right, good. All right, I'll see you guys next time.
Have a
Later,
good one.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, 4x8 plates. Well, I could probably use those for something. They go nicely with all my 4x6 white plates.
You guys still hear me? Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh.
This bike's got way more parts in it than I figured.
Huh?
This Technic BMW bike's got more parts in it than I figured.
Yeah.
It's taken forever to put this together.
Sounds about right. That's why I'm just going to grab a couple of these ice skating scenes and kind of dump out the parts for those 1x2 tiles I need. Sure, I probably have some Crocs for those guys too, I suppose.
Yeah, we may have to sit down and negotiate some pricing on that. Negotiate some value on that, I should say.
Well, I mean, they probably are worth at least 10 or more. $10. Maybe 20. For the people that have value in them. I mean, obviously by themselves they might not, you know.
Yeah.
The people who know how bad they really are, but I'm wondering if I even pulled the tiles out of the other ones I had opened for the event we used them for.
I vaguely remember that you did.
Did I?
I think you did.
Yeah, they're somewhere. They're around somewhere. I think I got tiles coming, but I bet I don't have the right color coming this year now.
Didn't you put purple on?
No, the tiles. Probably trans black, but it looks like I need more trans clear because I got lots of trans black. So, but the clear ones for some reason have a much higher value for some reason.
Definitely.
There's blue. There's blue, but I don't really want to use blue again. I want them to really transition without some funky color in between the levels.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, if they had put like a 1x2 trans blue, light blue plate on the wall or something, then then I'm going to end up being in the third remodeling stage, and then all bets are off after that.
Is there anything interesting on the wall right now?
I don't think there was. Tanya, we were just there the other day. I don't think we saw anything really great.
No, not really. Depends on what you're looking for, honestly. I wasn't impressed. I'll put it that way.
Well, I got to come up and see Jeremy and drop some boxes off to him, so I figured I'd go over to the store and see what was on the wall.
Yeah, take a look. I mean, they're both going to be pretty much the same. What do you got to bring them support?
Yeah, for the car show.
Did it actually come on time and everything?
I've had it for 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's actually really good. I was pretty surprised.
Like I said, I'm shocked. That means maybe it is going to work finally.
Yeah. So I intend to see him early next week while I'm off before he goes on his little trip so that he's got it and can hopefully disperse it before the event so people can build some stuff out of it.
That would be good, right? Don't we have to build it ahead of time?
Well, that's the theory. It's never worked for us.
What are we building out of it?
Whatever you want.
Wow.
And what kind of support brick is it?
This time around, we've got sets. They're not really anything in there Technic-wise. There might be one Technic set in there, but there's a bunch of loose Technic in the other boxes. So
Cool. As you can tell, I'm not
Technic
just technic.
appreciation.
I will build everything.
Yeah, the support that we got previously had almost 0 Technic parts in it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy to see the mixed parts in there. There's a whole bunch of Technic beams like this and loose in the box. They're not black though, they're light gray. And there's probably like 30 or 40 of these in one box alone. So
you can never have enough of those.
oh, absolutely not. I was shocked when I got to the bottom of the box. It's like, I wonder what these came out of. I mean, I got big hands and I could not pull them all out of that box with my 2 hands. So
Oh wow!
I figured that'll make the builders happy.
Well, I mean, we need more of those if we ever want to build some standalone bridges for some of the layouts, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good base for just that. There's plenty of them in the boxes.
It's good.
I finished my base, and now I'm working on building the crenellations for this guy. So I put the tiles down.
Yeah.
Little stack. There's tiles on there. I mean, I think I've got maybe like 8 or so sections. So I mean, I have work to cut out, but I mean, I have some tops too. So there's some tops that are on the bottom. So I might not be in too bad a shape. I just got some building I have to do. So lots of building.
I got lots of a mess to clean up. I really need to put some effort into clearing off my workbench and putting stuff away that's not been sorted yet.
Yeah, I'll hit that again once I finish all the walls for Brickworld, because they got to be done. Since I've taken apart all the old ones, I need new ones, and I got to have them all. So that's the kicker. Figured that'd be the right motivation. So. We've been trying to get more parts and everything else, so always need more trans black. So
well, my motivation right now is just, you know, this is like what you're doing with this Friday Brick Night thing. I can actually sit down and build. A lot of what I've been doing is gutting boxes and taking 1 or 2 parts out and not putting the other stuff away yet.
goal is to kind of, I think people get more stuff done, like Kevin says all the time. If you're actually doing something with others, you'll actually get more done. So
yeah, I think he's right.
Because the new walls have a shorter inside, so you can't hide behind the wall. Hide behind it and be able to do any damage anyways.
Tanya, you build anything special for the car show?
I'm working to have my 2 remote control cars ready. Actual remote controls. Radio.
That's cool.
I wanted to have 4 ready, but that's expensive.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got stuck with my bumper cars. I got 2 fully built and then started buying the parts for the other ones and just could never get them finished.
Yeah.
You working on anything, Dave?
I'm working on a couple carnival rides for Brickworld, a haunted house ride, and a couple flat rides. Also, a couple spaceships for the contest.
That's
So
cool.
we're going to see you at Brickworld, huh?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'm actually on the site now, making sure I have everything checked off, so I should.
So with all your stuff, do you drive or fly, or how do you do it?
I actually ride out with Tom Atkinson.
Oh, okay.
Since he has a van for all his GBC stuff.
That's right. That's cool.
So I try to cram my stuff in with him, and You just know.
Yeah, I'll be driving out.
What's it take you, like 2 days or more?
It's like 14 hours or so. So, but I mean, I think might be leaving early enough to where I might end up going up to Wisconsin for a day or so, and then head down to Chicago. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then I'll be going back up to Wisconsin after the show. So, my oldest nephew graduated from high school.
Oh, that's
Very
cool.
Or graduates here. He graduates in a month, so. But
Yeah.
so that'll be cool. I'm
Is,
going back.
Is Brickworld Chicago going to be your only show this year?
What?
Is Brickworld Chicago going to be your only show this year?
I put my name in the hat for Brickworld Wisconsin. Haven't heard anything yet, and then I don't know. Might try and do something for Brick Fair, but I got to see how finances are. I'd have to see if maybe I could build something.
Yeah, that's why I go with Tom, since we can like split expenses and stuff.
Huh?
So, that's why I go with Tom. We can split expenses because we're roommates too. So it definitely cuts down on the expenses.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go. I haven't been to Brick Fair, Virginia yet, so.
Oh.
Just New England. That's the only one I've been to, so.
That's really fun. I'll be there.
So I'd like to get there, maybe try and build something small. You know, maybe the first year bring some small stuff. If I get my Kevin Hinkle vignette done, maybe bring that, and then I don't know, I can rebuild my rebuild a few things, I suppose. I found my.
Weren't you able to? Weren't you able to put your Hope Castle into that Pacifica? So you brought it at New England, right?
Yeah, I drove. That was a long drive.
Yeah.
I could do it again. It's just we'll see. We'll see what financing is.
Virginia, you're thinking of flying in?
I could maybe fly in with something small, yeah. Something that if it got crushed in transit could be rebuilt. Did that for my first Brick World. First Brick World, that my float got demolished, so I rebuilt it. So. We'll see.
Yeah, well, it'll be good to see you.
Oh yeah, well, you'll get to see me in Chicago. My castle will be down on the floor or down on the ground. So I put tables and then just no legs, and it's down on the ground. It's low.
Yeah. That's how it was last year, right?
Huh?
That's how it was last year.
Yeah, last year was down low too. Yep. And I'm hosting 2 charity games. Do you play board games at all?
Yeah.
So I'm doing. Well, yeah, the Whoa, what was that? Okay, Munchkin. I don't know. I'm trying to see if Guy will do a second game for the guys that we win every year, because we'll go as high as it takes. So I mean, usually Alex Taylor, myself, and Peter Gunther will bid stupid amounts to play. So I was trying to see if Peter would maybe see if he could do a second one for us, so we'd open up the seats for other people. I mean, there's always that chance one of these years someone's going to outbid us. But I mean, usually I go a couple hundred. I think last year I paid almost $300 for my seat, so it gets kind of crazy, yeah. But I'm playing. I play in a board game group on Tuesdays, and so I'm going to bring a game called Stone Age and another game called Century Spice Road. They're both resource gathering games.
Yep.
We're going to try those two and see.
As charity games, or just
fundraisers. So I think one's like 20, one's 25, and then just try to raise money. And then I was going to see if the players would be interested in where if we had extra money, maybe being able to buy cards or stuff. So we'll see.
Right.
Just I mean, because everybody plays games and stuff. So I mean, obviously, ways to raise money for the charity and auction and all that's kind of a good thing. So I'll have all my Munchkin with me, you know, and I have play mats. I have the Munchkin play mats, so I'll have a bunch of those. So I'll be bringing all my Munchkin. Whether or not I'll need it is another story.
Yeah, I got a couple sets. Like I got steampunk Munchkin,
Yep.
and one of the other ones that I haven't broken out yet.
And I mean, I probably have a bunch. Did you see when I unboxed the new Kickstarter Munchkin?
No, I didn't.
The Munchkin Starfinder.
Okay.
It was a Kickstarter a while back. Whoop.
What's the oh, face? Okay.
So
Cool.
so yeah,
I don't
so
remember that happening, but that's cool.
yeah, it was a while ago, and I mean, every Kickstarter he's done, I've pretty much done. I think I have the one giant holiday box. I got one of those, and then I got 4 of the small ones.
Mm.
So I've done a fair amount of when he's got Kickstarters out there. I kind of jump on those. I don't think Steve's coming this year, which is gonna kind of suck, but
Yeah.
I think he might have gotten over.
Wasn't there one with a bunch of miniatures? For Munchkin?
The miniatures.
Yeah.
Usually we play with just minifigs too. I mean, I bring all those the markers for it, but I don't really use them. So I like to bring the. I like to have people just play with like a minifig, because you'll pick something that you're used to, you know, playing with, so then you won't pick up someone else's, I guess, by accident.
Right.
We'll see. I mean, should be interesting. I mean, it's the castle pretty much, maybe one other mock for sure, and then that's pretty much it. Castle's pretty much gonna take up most of my time.
What do you typically ask for a display space?
What did this year? This year I got to make sure I got enough mills, because I make sure I got enough mills for what I asked for. I think I asked for 6 base plates by, I think maybe 13 or 15. I think I got to look again. I asked for a fair amount. I have a lot of battle space. I like to get the dragons up in the air and stuff. So we'll see.
You gonna attempt to do that frame that you're talking about?
The PVC, I've looked at it. I haven't gotten to that yet. I want to get the walls done first, and then I'll ponder the PVC pipe and hanging dragons. So we'll see.
Cool.
I'd like to try it. Look at it. I know which size pipe I got to go with. So. So you bringing all your carnivals then? All your rides, Dave?
The ones that work.
What?
The ones that work, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping to.
You just gotta make a couple of them just where they're not working. Just start slinging minifigs all over the exhibition halls or something. There you go.
No, mine have to run. It can't be static.
Oh, you know.
Reputation.
Well, they'll run in a sense. I mean, you know, they'll still be slinging things around. That still works a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll make a special trebuchet ride just for you.
Now I can bring over some ice bears or saber tooths. And if I bring over crocodiles, you can never tell Ralph, because he'll get offended.
Hey. Slinging the crocodile.
He's a croc guy. He's got crocs.
Those are my buddies.
Can't offend the croc master. Get mad.
There's a couple of crocs from the ride participants. We'll see.
Well, originally the goal was Ralph and I were always going to fight, and then I kind of stopped. I didn't kind of like that idea so much, so I've been trying to make more allies. You know.
You got enough enemies now, anyways.
Do you have a Stargate on your layout, Ralph?
I don't know if he's ever seen one of those.
Seen one of what?
The Stargates we usually have in the displays.
Yes.
So you never know. I need to. What I need to do, Dave, is build a tree, because most people have trees in layouts. Just build a tree with the portal inside of it. That way, it's not so much just a portal out in the middle of nowhere. It's it's got purpose.
Tree, huh?
I don't know if that'll happen this year, though.
That doesn't sound like
an ice tree?
No,
Just a tree.
Just a tree, but with a portal on the inside of it.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That way, you just throw that in someone's layout.
This tree just sprouted from nowhere.
Well,
Ice
hopefully
bear started pouring out of it.
Hopefully they'll have trees in their layout, so it won't look too weird. So. That would be the goal, anyways.
If you
I approve.
Of the portal, I could probably make one into a gateway for the carnival.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Possibly.
the dimensions kits were on sale for a while at Target, so I have a bunch of. I have a lot of portals if I want to use them. So.
All right, folks. Well, I'm going to sign off for the night.
Okay.
What time is it? About 10?
Almost.
Oh.
I unfortunately have a long day ahead of me tomorrow.
What you working on?
Y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourselves.
Okay,
Ralph, take it easy, sir.
Nice seeing you, Dave.
Okay, yeah. Where does Ralph hail from?
Huh? What?
Where does Ralph hail from?
He's in Colorado. He's in Victor, so he's a couple hours out of Denver. So it's a long drive when he comes up into the city for our meetings and shows and stuff. So.
Okay. I asked because he's like, it's midnight. I'm like, East Coast?
Yeah. Well, Kevin usually would stay a little bit later if his son was asleep. So, he's usually the one that calls it, says, guys, it's it. We're done. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can call it whatever, so I'm good with whatever. I'm just kind of tweaking this last.
In regards to your ice bears, how should I put this? How attentive are you? This hypothetical, of course. How attentive are you on your ice bears? Like, if one were to change appearance, would you notice it right away?
Oh, if he disappears like at a show?
No, not disappear. What if, like, his head changes, or maybe he has different armor on, or...
I mean, I might notice it occasionally. You just never know. I mean, obviously, it's nothing like it's life or death. I mean, we actually, at one of our shows, I think somebody came over and decapitated a few of them, so I had to go back and return the favor, decapitate a few of her soldiers. So
Was that Jeanette?
that was Jeanette. Yeah. We've got a standing feud with a ninja castle here in Colorado. So every show for that we're fighting all the time. So
Good to know.
well, yeah, but for me, it's one of those things where generally it's something where not paying that much attention to where it's going to be life or death. So it is what it is. Things happen. Whoa. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of the ice bears, some of the ice bears you can't even get access to because they're hidden inside the walls.
They're safe.
They're safe from crazy people. or AFOLs, as it might be.
Crazy People AFOL. Aren't those two synonymous? Synonymous?
Can be. Now, Dave, how many times have you been to Brick World?
Once.
When was the last time you were there?
Last year. That was my first.
Okay.
And it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice.
It's always good.
Crazy. I wasn't able to get to the auction, unfortunately.
Well, you know what's going to be funny about that this year? Is this year the auction actually is on Friday night. Well, this is Friday night. And so I've gotten clearance from Brian that we can do our live stream on Friday night. So I mean we can my goal is to bring I have a big screen TV over here. So I'm gonna put right in front of where the camera's at. So I'm gonna bring that and then bring a small monitor on the backside. So this will be facing outwards because I'm thinking if I can get my video done, and then so people can watch that, and then we'll be sitting behind it. So I mean, hopefully by then I get a better looking camera too. So, but the goal is to do it at the show. So
cool.
Okay, mental note: avoid reach area on Friday night.
Well, don't worry. I'll get Kevin to pull you over. You won't even know what's going on until it's too late. You'll be like, oh, no, not that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever. If you say so.
Well, the thing is, though, I don't know, because if the auction and stuff, that's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Munchkin. Because if it messes up the Munchkin, you're right, anything's possible at that point. So we'll see. The goal is to try and do it. So I'd like to do it if we can, but we'll
Is
see.
Munchkin generally played directly after the auction?
No, well, sometimes they'll do it late Friday night. Other times they'll do it. I mean, they actually think we did it Saturday last year, and our game went so long. We actually played, I think, into World of Lights. Maybe is that right? I don't know. Actually, well, They played games during World of Lights and stuff. I don't remember how late ours went. Ours was pretty crazy last year. There's a picture of me floating around Facebook in my crying pose. Because don't lose tiles. Those are valuable. Whoa. What's his guy actually took advantage of me, and so it was pretty bad. Whoa. Where did I? Whoa, that's crazy. Cracked one of my tiles.
Ooh.
Cracked it.
I got a vinyl tile and I have a hole. I'm wondering, do I have a hole in my concrete? That would be interesting.
Little divot.
Oh.
That's weird. That's the first time I've noticed that. So, yeah, a guy got me with a good trap last year, and so there's a picture on my Facebook floating around where I got taken advantage of and I had to do the crying pose. So,
How did he take advantage of you?
he had a trap that basically he changed. It switched all of his equipment for all of mine, and he had just sold all of his stuff, and it was kind of weird because you're like, why would he sell all his stuff? And then as soon as he did that, it was like, oh, guess we know why he sold all his stuff. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Did not go over well. Actually, it was kind of ironic as I was actually looking, and actually it was kind of interesting. I want to find out if I wanted to point out to him that I almost thought that maybe he actually took something of mine that wasn't able to be taken. I had the Captain America shield, and you can't lose that even to a trap, and I can't remember if I lost that or not. So I'll have to ask him this year because you're not supposed to lose that. And I was like, you know what? I wonder because I thought I lost everything. So that'll be a question for the ages.
Were you impaired at the time?
What was that?
Were you impaired at the time?
No. Oh no. But I was pretty upset after that. So I said, okay, pretty much nothing else can get done. This is a good time for a bathroom break for me, and I headed off to the bathroom. So, well, what happened in the end was none of the guys playing got to win. This guy was going for the win, and Alex and one of the new guys this year went after him like crazy with monsters and stuff. And I'm looking, Peter and I hadn't done anything. And I'm looking across the table at Peter, looking at him, seeing what he's going to do. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I actually started helping Guy, and Peter was like, okay. And Peter helped too. The post that's on Facebook was like, Peter was like, I don't know if I want to be the guy. So I'm the guy that kind of started the revolt. But if you've played Munchkin with those guys enough, you know that if one of us wins, you keep all the loot. If Guy or Steve wins, they pass out the loot. Well, the year before, Steve won and he passed, everybody got some loot. Well, this year, it was a little bit different because Alex and the other guy were going against Guy. So when Peter and I started helping, when Guy won, he says, you know what? You guys were the most munchkin-y. You guys can split the loot and just go back and forth. So I got some really good stuff last year.
Nice.
There isn't really much I need right now. I kind of joked with Guy. I said the only thing I'm really looking forward is the Evil Stevie Changes the Rules card. So, I have the Holy Grail bookmark, so I'm pretty much set there. So. I don't have enough players around here to play Munchkin. I need to find more. So.
Maybe your reputation preceded you.
Possibly, but I mean, one of the guys at the bowling center plays, and what was wild is I filled in for him one night, and he came into the bowling center and he says, we talked Munchkin. He's like, well, these are the people I usually play Munchkin with. I said, oh, so if you'd found someone else to work for you, we all could have played Munchkin. Kind of crazy. Yeah. Well, one of the guys that I want to play with, because I did the Shakespeare Munchkin, I still have his copy, so I'm waiting for him to finish his basement. So if Donnie Greenfield watches this video at any time, Donnie, finish your basement. We can play Munchkin.
Finish your basement. We want to play games in it.
Yeah, so... But yeah, and I think he's going to Comic-Con this year. Comic-Con in Denver is the same weekend as Brickworld this year. So some of the people that normally would go to Brickworld are going to Comic-Con. So.
It's kind of disappointing that 3 events aligned all on the same weekend.
Car show always does. Car
Yep.
show isn't a big thing. Comic-Con kind of is. Comic-Con used to be different weekends. I don't think. I mean, they might come back to Father's Day and keeping it here, but you'll never see me there then, ever. So, this is what it is. They keep picking the wrong weekend.
Hey, how'd you do on Midnight Bowling?
We had fun. I didn't win any money. I got drawn for 2 of the pots, but I couldn't advance. The first time I tried to advance, I left it was a beautiful shot. Left a single pin. Just beautiful shot. I'm like, oh. So, and then the next time I just threw a bad shot. Paid for it. Didn't get, so I didn't advance. Nobody won any money. Actually, that's what I do Saturdays now. I actually work part-time at the bowling center this summer. So the next 3 Saturdays I'll be working. I work in the back, in the pit area on the machines. So good time to work on the castle. Sometimes it gets kind of slow back there, so I'll take some stuff and I'll work on some wall sections, whatever. Take some molds, just build some wall sections. Because they're basic builds, and I can get lost doing those and not have to worry about it. When I start building the crenellations and some of the other stuff that kind of want to be sitting here to build. Missing elements. missing my bag of wedges. Cheese wedges went missing.
Not the cheese wedges. They had the a couple months ago. They had the 2x1 cheese wedge on the in black on the wall, and I picked up a whole.
You know, I found some. I got a big bag somewhere, but then I've been doing stuff. Remember, we did Star Wars last week, so a lot of stuff got moved. Kevin laughed because I still had stuff. I still had this stuff set up while I was doing that, and I mean, this is my main build. This stuff never gets put away. I mean, I guess I need to allot some of these bins for that eventually. But. So, Dave, are you building some new rides, or are you just making sure some of the old other ones work?
Building some new ones, repairing some old ones, upgrading, changing some of the formats. I try to keep them at 32 by 32 base, mainly for the club and the place. But I'm finding moving up to 48 by 48 is really nice.
Well, the other thing too is if you can do 48 by 48s, you just got to have. What you can probably do is just do a 16 by 32 cushion along the back or something for like parking up front or something, you know.
Right.
You know.
But I mean, with
tell your club, you know, that's just SOL. They're SOL. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much. Well, there are only 2 members in our club that do carnival rides for some reason. Not a lot of people like Technic.
Well, we do Technic here, and we have a few people that do Technic here. So,
Yeah.
I think the only person who really does carnival is in the other group. Nobody else really does it here. So in our group. So.
Is there stuff motorized?
Those carnival rides are very space intensive.
Yeah, they're intensive. So I mean, I don't think we have. Oh, we might have had somebody else doing them, but I don't remember. So.
I'm sorry, I missed that. They're what intensive?
Space intensive. They take up a lot of room.
Oh yes.
And like I said, I've got a cute apartment, but a cute apartment doesn't hold much brick.
These walls aren't staying together very well. I'm just kind of working on the crenellation, so that's all I'm doing.
I'm just about done sorting that bin of Technic that I had sitting there.
My Technic bin's gonna sit for a while before it gets sorted. So. It gets more stuff thrown into it, but not sorted.
Seriously, I've been just anytime I come across it, I pick it up. So it's like, yeah. So then you end up with this big old pile of unsorted, as we all know. How many cups do you still have unsorted over there, Reed?
Just the ones I bought recently. Probably
you got through the backlog, huh?
5 or 6. Oh, that was distracting me and dropping pieces. Only about 5 or 6. I don't have that many. Most are the white pieces, which I'll probably have to get out before Chicago, so I can actually use some of the pieces for landscape. I might try some landscape this year. We'll see. Problem is if whatever I do, I have to pack it back up at the end of the show. So the more I do, the more space it'll take at the end. So.
The more you do, the more you have to pack.
I'm waiting for someone to build me some custom wooden boxes. Actually, I just got the South Suburban pamphlet tonight when I picked up my mail, so I'll have to see if they're doing some woodworking classes and maybe enroll in some of those so I can maybe build some stuff. I really just need a workshop where I can actually use their tools and stuff. I don't really have the space for that right now. I guess if I cleaned my garage a little bit better, I might have some space out there. But wooden boxes that are a little bit better would be better, because the bins are sloped and stuff, so they don't sit as well.
Yeah. Yep.
But one of the guys up in the northern group, Dwayne Hess, he actually built some really nice wooden boxes years ago, and so I was kind of hoping he'd want to build me some. Pay him, of course, but just because his are really nice and they stack and they got handles on them and stuff. I mean, I used them a couple times because in the old days I actually would go pick up some of his stuff and take it to the shows. So to help organize shows for a while, and when I did that, I would take his stuff to the show. Nice, Tanya. It almost looks like you're Nolan your freaking Technic there.
In a way. Getting to this, like I say, when I want to build, I need to have. What'll happen is I try so many different variations of Technic build while I'm building that I'll end up with piles of different pieces that are out and about, and when I get done with the build, I'll just scrape them into a bin and sort them when I get the energy to do so.
Oh, there you go. And that's kind of, I've got a bunch of stuff like that. A bunch of bins and stuff. I came across another box lid that's got some more bags in it, probably more of the support brick from the group and stuff. There's just so much of it. I just need to kind of get a grasp on it eventually. Not sure if there's anybody watching right now, but nobody's typing in the chat, so let's see here. It says we got 2 viewers.
Hi, viewers.
I don't know who they are. What? No, I don't think it counts.
No,
I have it open too.
Okay.
Do you have yours open, Tanya?
Yeah.
No,
YouTube open? Huh?
No.
You don't?
I'm on my phone, so
Maybe it does count us. Tell me if it disappears. I'll close mine again, and let me know if it disappears for viewers. Dave.
Okay.
Did it go down to 1? Did it go to 1, Dave?
No. Oh wait, it's updating.
Huh?
Wait a second, my page is updating.
Okay.
Yep, it's 1 watching now.
Oh, it does count us, so that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That means there's nobody watching. That's terrible. Actually, Tanya, I think I forgot to post it in band. I got distracted. I was going to post it in band, and I forgot to. So we could have had some of our own people doing it, watching, but hopefully people look like they must be watching it afterwards, because it is getting views. It's just not getting a ton. But,
yeah.
but Kevin made some good comments last week, so that and the grab bag and everything. So there's some good stuff being said. It's just a matter of making sure people get.
Yeah. What was that conversation regarding grab bags? Just lamenting the loss of them, or?
Well, we used to have them at the store. We used to have a fair amount at the store. Well, what happened was, one of the fans and myself, before I was an employee, and before I knew him, we actually broke the grab bag system at the Colorado Mills store, because we actually bought them all. We were out one day and we bought every single grab bag that was there. He took half, I took half, and they were gone. And so people came in all day because I think I sat and talked to Kevin that day, and people complained. Well, what do you mean they're all gone? You know, blah 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 blah. And then of course I think an employee made the mistake of saying they had like 50 and 2 people took them all, which you never should tell anybody how many you had and how many people took them. You know, which we as in Lego employees learn stuff the hard way.
Yeah.
But I mean, so we had that, and so. But Ralph was commenting that when he was always shopping, we always limited the grab bags. Well, after we broke them, the goal was to make sure as many people got them as possible, so we had to limit them. And like I told Ralph, like my old boss said, if we didn't limit, the way to say it is that if we didn't limit it before you got there, Ralph, somebody would have bought them all. So if you don't limit them, someone's going to buy them all. That's the problem. So the reason you limit it is to make it fair for everybody. You're right.
I remember at the stores around me, of which we have 4, they didn't limit them at all.
Grab bags are old. They go back. They go back a ways. I mean,
I know. I used to be a huge fan of them, but
I missed the grab bag.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna hunt. I'm gonna look through my pen drives and stuff. I had pictures of me making grab bags in the back room, and I mean, when I made them, I made 100 at a time, 100 plus. And so I've got this picker cup, and I'm scooping and stuff, and I mean, it was one of those things where, yeah, I mean, it was good stuff. I mean, I think technically they probably could still, if they did their research, they probably could still do them. They would just have to leave the stuff sealed. So they wouldn't be as good as they used to be. You wouldn't have as much good stuff. But if they probably researched it, they probably could figure out that if they left it in the sealed bags. So let's say a Tron gets damaged, a Tron set. Have you built one, Tiny? How many bags are in there?
4, I want to say.
So 4 bags in there. Maybe what they would do is take 2 of the sealed bags, throw it in one grab bag, throw one in another bag, one in another bag. So you'd have to maybe buy a bunch of grab bags to get all those pieces, but leave them sealed. Leave those bags sealed and stick them in the bag. Because the bags were still pretty good size. Probably have one laying around here. I have them. I know I use them. Because I actually have a bunch of the bags. I had a bunch of them. I had so many of them that the bags were nice Ziploc bags. So I used them for a lot of my stuff. And I had one last week, and I have no idea where it went. But I have tons of bags, so all it takes is a minute to find the bin.
Yeah.
Just really like these printed discs that they did in the Tron set.
Here you go. And some of these have all been. These are in pretty good shape because these I actually have laying in a drawer. I mean, it's like a quart-size grab bag. So I mean, that's so a quart-size grab bag. So I mean, you can get a fair amount of stuff in there. Plus, it's got the pleated bottoms. So, I mean, they could make them cool and make them worthwhile. Probably won't get what the one guy got, 1,200 minifigs in one of those bags, but that was what he was telling Kevin. He's like, I really don't want to tell you this because we'll probably never see it again, and pretty much that's what happened. I mean, you tell anybody in a store that, hey, I don't think this is the way it's supposed to be. I really don't want to tell you because I don't want it to disappear. Well, shouldn't tell us then because that's what happens. Because then you got to coach all the employees. Say, guys, this is what we call excessive. I mean, they should bring them back. I mean, they recycle so much brick. It's not even funny. They really should just try to figure out a way to make the grab bags work again. I mean, it's just you buy some bags, special bags like that, and you just go to town. I mean, I think it would really help them sell. I mean, because you're right, the wall right now the pickerick wall is atrocious. I don't mind saying it on the stream. I mean, the pickerick wall is bad. I mean, I would love to have the attempt to work at Enfield and fix it. I mean, because I love it. I love the brick. As you can see, I'm building in clear. Clear translucent bricks. I mean, if anybody could fix the pickerick wall, I would be one of the people that could fix it. Because I could put stuff out there that's good. Because, I mean, listened to the customers for so many years, asking for stuff. Because even time when I made all the suggestions, people were like, "Oh, he's asking for the fans." I never asked for the fans. I asked for the customers, the moms, the kids, the ones that came and say, "I want to build a house, but you never have roof pieces. I want to build cars, but you never have tires and rims." You know, so it's one of those things where there's a lot of stuff that could be done, but someone's gotta sit down and just take the bull by the horns and frickin' do it. I mean, the problem is I think they try to finesse it too much, and then it ruins everything.
So you don't think the having an employee do it was good enough?
Well,
you don't think having an employee do the pick-a-brick was good enough?
Well, the problem is it's all standardized. I think the last year or so when I was at Lego, they were in the process of standardizing the walls, so they would look almost the same everywhere. Because if you traveled at all, I mean, the pick-a-brick wall at Park Meadows when I was there was probably one of the best in the country. Best pick-a-brick wall in the country, because I spent a lot of time ordering when we could order brick, ordering the stuff that I knew would sell, the stuff that I knew people wanted. People talked to me saying, "Hey, do you ever get this? Do you get that? Do you get this?" Because I talked to the customers, I listened to what they said. But one of the persons that was controlling that was laid off in that big layoff. So the walls have been just in la la land for the last year. So it's one of those things where, to me, I almost wish they'd go back to that. But even if they don't, if they had somebody at Enfield that really knew brick and really knew what would sell, and maybe even travel a little bit, travel a little bit during the year, and travel to some of these stores and see if different areas build different things. People in areas where there's Air Force bases maybe like to build planes all the time. People where there's racetracks want to build cars all the time. Just, you have to know what people want. And I mean, and that's kind of the thing, is it just somebody needs to do it rather than do all the funny stuff they do on the wall, the little stuff. That's great. It gets you some good pieces, but nobody really wants that. And if they want it, they don't want to spend the money for just the little package. They want to be able to build that, stuff a cup full of all those parts, and pay $16 instead of,
That's what I did with the Penguin. So the Penguin, they had the Penguin build. I had an army of the Penguins off of the mini build because I looked at it and I go, why am I going to pay $5.99 for one Penguin when I could grab this cup here and build? I think I managed to build 16 Penguins and the chicks and had a ton of pieces left over because I'm like, the pieces were good too. I use them for other stuff, but I had an army of Penguins marching through my town.
And that's I think what it is it's one of the people, if they want to use for the birthday party, they're trying to be cost effective, and that's one of those things where not everybody wants to spend a lot of money on a birthday party where they're going to have other stuff going on. So to me, it's one of those things where sometimes they just, it sounds like they just need to figure out how to think outside the box, but keeping the wall fine. I mean, I actually made a recommendation on a couple of surveys saying maybe, and actually I re-separated the country into 9 different districts, and then of course Canada being one of them by themselves, and just saying use 10 bubbles and highlight a piece from a builder within that region. I mean, what my piece is going to be. It's either going to be this one or it's going to be the trans black. I mean, now right now, if they picked me, I'd say trans black because I need more to make this castle textured. But then I could, if they said get 2 pieces, I'd say bring them both in. I'll TQL and make castles. I mean, it's one of those things where it's I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's one of those things where the wall's meant to be something where you can either add on to what you already have, or self-containing, because the pieces for this castle were all on the wall at one time. I mean, all of them, and they're all on the wall. I mean, this castle is a pick-a-brick creation. With the exception of these new purple panels, and I mean, everything's been on the wall at one time or another. I mean, that's what makes it so interesting. Is I could say this is a pick-a-brick Hope castle.
Yeah. Well, that was as far as the a community window. There I mean, that was the purpose of that, wasn't it? To, well, when they were inviting people to build for the community window, the whole thing was use what's in the pick-a-pick ball if you can, so that you could showcase it. And when I did when I did one of the stores up here, I did exactly that. So they can do this. They can do exactly that. You could build this. This was made from the pick-a-pick ball.
Well, they had a employee showcase in our store for a while, but the fan built stuff was going to be just whatever. Fans would bring in creations they built. I mean, not necessarily stuff from the wall. At our store, we actually had one of the windows where we actually used it for creations that kids had built at the wall, maybe an employee had built, so you could maybe see something that they could recreate. And so, I mean, they have a lot of stuff in the store. I think a lot of it needs to just be, I think the wall just needs a lot of help. It just needs somebody that really, truly understands the brick, understands the customer, understands what will sell on the wall, and understands what will fit in a cup decently. I mean, I'm not big on telling people, hey, make sure you fill a trough and whatever else. I mean, because it's one of those things where they're trying to make money on this. If you tell every customer, oh, you can maximize more space, I mean, they probably don't make as much money. I mean, I've watched people fill these cups, and I mean, there's so much air. There's probably more air there than there is brick, but I mean, that's how they make money. I mean, you know, try and put, whoa, stop falling onto the floor. Try and put these 6x16s in these cups. I mean, they were on the wall at one time. I mean, you don't get a lot in a cup, you really don't. But I mean, they're cool. Someone will use them, and then might have them buy a heck of a lot more cups because they can only get half a dozen or a dozen in the cup.
I think my record on that was with the 6x16s. I think my record was, I think I got 27 plates.
Yeah, is that with or without breaking the cup?
Well, there was that one time that I broke the cup.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
But they still sold it to me.
Cover closed tightly.
They still sold it to me at regular price, so.
I do wish they would sell cases again on a regular basis.
Well, the cases? Yeah, I mean, that's probably how I got my 6x16s is back in the day when they sold cases. I'll show you what one of the things I bought by the case, this means this I have way too many of, by the way.
I think your thing crashing and burning back there, right?
That was a gallon bag of 2x4s that I was using for something recently, and well, I only lost a few. They're on the floor. They'll be found when I get ready to go to Chicago or something. I don't know, guys. I think I've got. I mean, this is only one of the bags. I think I have probably 4 or 5 more, or 2 or 3 more. These are the yellow jewels.
Oh, nice.
Oh, geez.
I don't know what I thought I would do with a whole case of jewels, but these are the ones I think that glow under the black light. I think
you were in one of those. This is neat moments, and just bought it.
I was like, yeah, I'll just take a case. It's actually covering up some of my cool posters and stuff. I think this was one of the numbered. I got a lot of numbered stuff, like R2D2 poster, and oh, look at that, a 1x1 plate. Cool. I don't think I've got. What is this? Oh, Lego. Oh, Dave, you'll like this. Actually, both might if you remember this game coming in 2010.
Lego Universe?
Yeah.
I missed that game.
I mean, like,
sounds like I might have to go try Lego Worlds and try and build Hope Castle out there. It sounds like, perhaps.
I've not been impressed by Lego Worlds.
you mean like this jacket here?
Huh?
You mean like this jacket here?
Oh, that's nice. How'd you get that?
I worked on Lego Universe.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Were you out here in Colorado working on it?
yeah. They flew us out for like a week every year.
Nice.
Oh.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Dwayne Hess worked on the project. I visited the Isles of Brick a couple times. Very cool.
Yeah, that was fun. That was pretty fun.
I played it a little. I played it a few times. I mean, I was working at the store at the time. Actually, I just made Full Time Soup. I think when that was about after that came out or when that was coming out. So yeah, lots of crazy. Huh?
I liked the game. It was a lot of fun, and then they discontinued it, and I was sad.
Well, I mean, I wish they would have tried to see if it would have been able to be made as a standalone.
Yeah.
But I mean, once subscription and just, I mean, problem is this subscription with kids just doesn't really work that well.
No, it really doesn't.
I mean, you really couldn't. I guess if it had been transferred to like the iPad or something, had that been possible, that might have maybe able to maybe save it. But I don't know. It is a game, and it's like anything.
It's kind of like the Dimensions. Dimensions.
Yeah.
They struck the iron too late. It was already a cold genre of game, and their price point was high on it.
It was pretty high. Yeah.
For what?
I honestly only bought the Dimension sets when they were on sale, but
Right.
Toys R Us used to sell the Dimension sets like 2 for $10 from time to time, and you'd walk in and just stock up on them.
Yeah, I do have a fair amount from when they went on sale. I will not deny it. I don't think I maybe bought a couple at full, but that was it.
And although I bought the sets and stuff, I've never really played the game. Can that be played standalone or no?
Which one?
Dimensions.
The Dimension game itself?
Yeah.
I
Does that require a server?
It's a solo game.
I think the server was only for the updates. And what's funny is I actually, by the time I get around to playing it, the game will be gone. So for me, I'll be playing it on whatever the old system is. I mean, Kevin's got a bunch of it too, and he hasn't played it yet either. But I mean, we're sitting on a bunch of it. Eventually, someone will play it. We need to bring it to Brick World or something. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where it's a fun game, but
yeah,
I think it's supposed to be fun anyway. So.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
You play Dimensions?
I have a lot of time invested into it.
Yeah, not me, not yet. I actually, if I'm playing video games, I play stuff like, actually, my computer will not play it now, but one of my favorites is Stronghold Crusader.
I used to play that.
I love watching my archers just burn everybody alive.
Let it burn.
Right now, I've been playing Age of Empires 3, War Chiefs. I think my highest town is the Sioux, and I think it's at like 46 or something.
I've been playing 7 Days to Die.
I don't know what
it's
that
a zombie
is.
survival game.
Well,
and it has a huge craft in it. Go ahead.
Oh, I haven't played in a while, but I used to play a little bit of World of Warships. It keeps updating, but I haven't played it in a while. I probably should play it eventually again. What were you saying?
To die.
About the game you were playing?
It's a zombie survival horror game, right? But it's set up with kind of like Minecraft, where you're crafting your base and trying to defend it from the zombies.
Mm.
And as it gets more and more, as the time goes on, the zombie hordes get crueler and more vicious. It's a lot of fun.
You know, I mean, once the castle's to a point where I'm ready to go, probably go back to playing a little bit more games. You know, trying to play too much because the AoE3 sucks a good. It might suck a whole day. You know, if I play a game saying, "Oh, I'll just play another one," or they're usually a couple hour games. Why World of Warships was good because World of Warships, each battle's only like 20 minutes, maybe 30,
Yeah.
depending on how many people run from the enemy.
Those were basically just services, right?
Huh?
World of Warships, those were mainly just skirmishes.
Yeah, just ships. I mean, it's it's on the computer. I mean, it's got good graphics and stuff. It's just one of those things where you can pay to expand stuff, but I mean, for the most part, I did a few ships, but for the most part, it's just a lot of time just trying to battle and get experience and raise your ships and stuff. Pretty cool. Let me see here. I have a small one in here. It's got sound.
You find the zombie genre to be like just pretty stagnant. You're gonna sick of it.
Orange light cycle. Yay.
Ooh.
There was a gentleman who wanted just the minifigs out of the box, so he sold me the rest of the set for $10.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's retail on those? Like 30?
Say again?
What's the retail on those?
39?
Oh, nice deal.
Yeah, it was a steal. He just wanted the minifigs, and I'm like, do you want anything out of the rest of the set? Nah. I'm like, you sure? He goes, nah, I don't see myself using any of those pieces. I'm like, can I buy it off of you? He's like, yeah, give me $10. I'm like, done.
Wow.
Now, the bad thing about World of Warships is if I crank the sound, I'll wake the neighbors. I literally wake the neighbors when the shells go off. I mean, it's because it's just like a ship firing and stuff, and you get the puff of smoke. I mean, the graphics are pretty good for it. I mean, it's a good game. I tried the closed beta, and so started playing it from there. So I used to play it a lot more. Been doing the renovation for the castle, and I kind of just put it away for a while. So
Yep. Priorities, man.
you know, as you prepare for the big shows, you gotta have it ready. I mean, I'm hoping this is a good eye opener this year. There's a lot of work in this sucker.
Yeah, you got to show up. That's for sure.
Well, the thing that too is about the big shows is, I mean, I've heard it at least a few times. Is the goal is to make sure that people aren't bringing the same stuff every year.
Yep.
Well, Hope Castle's been there the last, I think this will be like six years in a row, but it's changed every year. First year was small. Next year was a little bit bigger. Next year was even a little bit bigger. This will be pretty much the same size as it was last year, but everything's going to be textured. So it's going to have a whole new look to it. So hopefully it'll be good from that standpoint. Plus I've moved ice bears into the walls, so hoping it should be pretty impressive. thinking about calling this at about 11. About 1 year's, Dave.
Yeah, I was thinking about dropping off.
Well, if you're dropping off, we'll just kind of call it if that's fine. If you want to go, we'll just call it for tonight.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, continue, guys.
Dave, we'll talk to you later, maybe next week.
Good talking to you,
good
sir.
chance.
Yeah,
As long as you remember it's Friday, not Thursday, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you know, that's why I send the invites out, so you'll remember.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Okay, have a
Cool.
good night.
Good night, Dave.
Night,
Bye.
Dave.
Bye.
All right. Yeah. I'm pretty wiped myself.
Okay. Okay.
So-
Well, we'll talk to you later then.
Good times, good times. Yeah, that's about...
I should just leave it live for a little bit and just be like this.
Doing your imitation of your show.
You know,
What
knowing
you
my
doing?
luck, I would fall asleep for at least half an hour, an hour, and you just be like, "Oh my god, it's like last week where we have to watch him for 45 minutes." Okay. Well,
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. Thanks,
All right.
Tanya.
Good. Take it easy. See you next time.
Sounds good. Okay. Have a good night. Okay.
Yep.
Bye.